infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. Welcome to this Friday night, bonfire night, indeed, Gfinity 3v3 EU tournaments. My name is King-Kodiak and I will be your host and one of your commentators throughout this evening's matches. Now, you just heard me unmute my microphone in TeamSpeak. That gives an audio cue to our other two commentators joining me in this commentary box. It is Jar of Jam and Mythsky.
Oh. Good evening. Welcome everyone to tonight's Gfinity event. We'll be kicking off things in the quarterfinals as usual. For tonight, I'm not sure if you already introduced him, King-Kodiak, but I'll be casting your first game for tonight with Jar of Jam.
Jar of Jam, it is indeed. Hello everyone. Thanks for the introductions. There might have been a second introduction as well. I don't mind two introductions. But I hope everyone's doing just fine for this evening. The week has been long as usual, and why not unwind on the Friday with some nice Rocket League and again some nice teams. There are no bad teams when you come to the quarterfinals of Gfinity tournaments, that's for sure. UNIQUESTARS and the 2.5 men. Names might not be familiar to them, but I'm pretty sure the player names, just as they join the teams, will be as familiar to you as you might maybe know. Christ, there's 15 players on the 2.5 men. Crazy.
Let's see if I can find the players in the bracket so I can get you all updated with that.
They're all in the server.
Oh, they're all in.
Everybody is here. So, as Mythsky alluded, the first match is going to be commentated by Mythsky and Mr. Jar of Jam.
My pleasure. Well, yep, everyone
So
is here. I'm assuming that, Christ, there's really a ton of them. I do believe Jerry Gurlap, Steak, and Zedo are playing together, so the rest
Yeah,
of the
they
players,
are.
Dumain, Christ, Knockflow, 06, and Mitsu are playing for 2.5 men.
So yeah, UNIQUESTARS, Zedo, Steak, and Jerry Golap. Sorry, that's a Dutch name, so don't even try to pronounce it. 2.5 men, so that's 3 versus 2.5. Mitso, Knackflow, and Dumain. I'll call it
Hey.
Knackflow, that'll be easier to pronounce.
Is this in the rules? I'm pretty sure if there are one player is missing, even half of a player is missing, can the match continue? Do these players play out just as is, or is it a rematch?
It can, yes, I believe. We'll get some confirmation on that one. I believe the match can start 2v3 with the hope of getting their third man in contact. I'll get that double
But
checked
also
as well.
2.5 v3?
I think that works as well. You round up. If you round up.
What he's half of, we don't know.
If you round
Good
up,
question.
it's 3 men. If you round down, it's only 2. So troubles are inbound for 2.5 men. But the game has already started. 30 seconds in, no goals. But 2.5 men, despite their disadvantage, their little handicap on the field, I think they're doing quite a nice job just sieging the side of UNIQUESTARS.
Yeah, maybe half of them is watching television.
Or fireworks,
see.
perhaps.
Or fireworks. Do they have fireworks today?
They do in the UK, at least.
Oh, alright.
What's the occasion?
It's called Bonfire Night here.
Oh. Still, what's the occasion? Like, can you explain to me the Bonfire Night? Sorry, there's also Rocket League game going on.
I was going to say,
don't mind
not
that.
quickly, I can't, no.
Doesn't it have anything to do with a revolt back 200 years ago? Or we will see the first goal coming in from Knackflow. Sorry for all the chit-chat going on, but we have our first goal. Look at the
Sorry
angle.
to interrupt all of our chit-chat with an actual Rocket League game, but doesn't he Nextflow open up his scoring as I think both of the teams were also busy listening to us or just chatting about their own thing. That play looked like a little bit discoordinated from both of the teams, but Nextflow did find a great spot on that left flank and did put the ball past all the UNIQUESTARS. They can't get anything done, but there's a great chance on the attack. Jerry Gurlap playing with a Zeto together. They can't reach the net of 2.5 men, and the score is still 1-0.
Yeah, Gary really tried hard there to try and finish it off. Some very nice team play from UNIQUESTARS that we saw there. They got real close to it. Unfortunately, there was still a goalie to defend it. Maybe he has a turn here, but he lifts the ball. Unfortunately, has to fall back. So he'll be able to cope with that. There's Knackflow. He'll try and set his teammate up. There's Dumain. Has to do the same. Gary and Steak intervene. Mitso trying to come in from the side. Steak will try to defend out. Mitso is still in between, but there's Steak. He gets it past 2. Now he just has to center it. Here's a centering opportunity from Zeto. Gary waits. Puts it back. And Knackflow with the breakaway. This might be a fast counter, but Steak already intervened. So far, it's just one goal that we have seen, but the ball is really going up and down. Looks like it can go either way.
UNIQUESTARS and 2.5 men both are making, I feel, a ton of mistakes. A bit of an overextension for both teams, but double committing quite often. So it's a prime opportunity for all these counterattacks. That attack by 2.5 men might have gotten to some result if not for that demolition. So the siege now goes to the other way. Steak finally opens the scoring for UNIQUESTARS as well. That's a tight game, but look at 2.5 men. Double commit on that ball. They just collide together, and no one can reach the net in the end. Both of these goals so far have been really scrappy, and I'm waiting for one of the teams to really take the reins of it. It seems like this game would be who makes the less mistakes rather than makes the most impressive display.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of a steal there from Steak after Zeto's great attempt there. Gary comes in, but he just puts it wide. Steak is still there. Tumin tries to defend it out. Steak tries to intervene, sets it up for Zeto. This is a good opportunity, but Mitso comes in between. There's Gary still, sets up for Steak. He's going to come back. Gary tries to center it again. That doesn't fully work out, so Dumain now with the dribble. Try and center it up. Steak still in between. Now Gary breaks away. Knackflow sets it up. Look at that. The team play is really starting to kick in. Unfortunately, it doesn't fully work out, although it might there, as Zeto almost got the breakaway opportunity. Dumain's going to come in between. Sets up Mitso. He makes a pass. Very good pass onto Knackflow, but Zeto's still there in between. And now a free shot for Dumain. Is that going to go in? No, there is Yeri. With 1 minute 20 left, we're still at a tie. This might go into overtime.
There is a chance, and Christ, every single time I hear Harry Hurlap's name, I think that he's Spanish or something. That pronunciation doesn't speak Dutch to me. Doesn't
it? Is
how
Dutch.
Can it possibly? I know. I've been told that a million times, and I've also been told that Harry Hurlap supposedly isn't the way you pronounce it. I refuse to believe it, but sometimes I still use it. I still want to call him Senor Harry Hurlap, not whatever the sir is in Dutch. Both teams sort of settled in their own pattern. Great chances by UNIQUESTARS. They have their own game plan. They have a very clear strategy as how they approach the 2.5 men's net. These are constant hits on the backboard, so they're like a stream of shots to take 2.5 men defenders out. Someone must commit to that. So far, it isn't working just well, but the plan is there. There are on 7 shots versus 3 on for 2.5 men. And it spells a little bit of a trouble, but with a tied game and with the way the game has been progressing, really one wild shot, one like straight opportunity in front, such as this one. There's a great chance by Knackflow, who is the only scorer so far in this game for 2.5 men. They can get anything done, and maybe your prediction will be true. Only if Nito, wow, that was a shot, one of the best shots 2.5 men actually got in this match. But the setup was there, but Mitsa couldn't finish this out. Gary Gurlov, too good of a defender. We're going into overtime in our first match of the day. Oh, and that almost ended as it started. Stake with an amazing chance on the breakaway.
Yeah, we got really close there, but we saw that great attempt from Mitsa earlier on. It's such a shame that didn't go in, because that would have been one hell of a way for 2.5 men to close it. Still playing 2.5 v3, of course. You have the opportunity here. Dooming tries to set it back. Mitsu's there. Now the pass is going to come in from Knackflow. He's going to try and do it by himself, but there's Stake. He's going to try and win this 50-50 with Mitsu. Tedo breaks through. Tedo's going to set it up for Kerry. I'm not sure if that was really intended. Well, it was obviously intended, but might not have been the best thing to do there. Okay, he comes again. Actually goes for the shot, so Mitsu has to come up for that. Knackflow puts it over to the side. There's Stake again. Stake again hammers it all the way down to the front. We're almost approaching 1 minute of overtime as Jerry tries to do it by himself here. With the ball back in blue half, the opportunity has now switched to 2.5 men.
2.5 men. Well, this is their best chance they have for all the game. They have been sieged by the side of UNIQUESTARS. Constant attacks, constant shots like that. Ooh, that would have been a great counterattack opportunity. But UNIQUESTARS are playing smart. Despite them being in a really lucrative position, they're constantly up in the 2.5 men's face. They are leaving a defender back there. Harry Hurlap is constantly returning. If not him, then one of the other players in UNIQUESTARS. And they are not only continuing the constant siege of 2.5 men, but they're also playing very, very safe. I like to see that. But the misses are coming in. They're trying that setup. Oh, wow. That pinch almost went in the direction of the net. But the ball is still with the UNIQUESTARS. They're continuing their plan. Harry Gurlov just himself can win this. See, no defender. Just for a moment, there is no defender. And Stake just waits by that far post, redirects that in. The UNIQUESTARS win this match. But in all honesty, it was a sloppy performance by both of the teams. And 2.5 men, have they gotten their chance at front? Still no shots in this overtime at all. They might have won this as well. For the next game, both of the teams really need to step up.
I really like, though, how UNIQUESTARS close it out. You saw that Stake had an amazing opportunity to just round it off, but instead went for the team play, hit it against the backward, faked out to the goalies. Harry then set him up. He was waiting at the right pulse to just put it in there. Very nicely done by UNIQUESTARS, and it looks like they're a little bit of a team play might give them the edge over 2.5 men, at least so far. What's also interesting to see is that the server went down for maintenance. Thanks for cutting me out.
Not that interesting.
Not that interesting, indeed. The other thing that was interesting is how UNIQUESTARS was pressuring all the way onto the orange half. They were constantly keeping the other team under pressure, and that was mainly the work from Kerry, who really put shots against the backboard all the time to set up his teammates for a possible attempt. Didn't result in many goals, but as you can see, it results in a lot of shots. 12 shots on target for UNIQUESTARS against the only 3 that were made by 2.5 men.
Definitely everything
Can
was
you
working
hop out of the
UNIQUESTARS
server you were in, please, gent? So I can set
We
up
just
another
did.
one.
No worries.
Yep.
And yep, RIP
Yep.
server. Wonderful.
Oh boy. Yeah, no rewards and also no servers, it seems.
Not again. Not again.
Oh, there we go.
There we are.
We're getting another one underway. Apologies for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be returning back to your normal schedule momentarily.
Yeah, at least it caught us out in the middle of my sentence. That's always amazing.
At least it caught us in between the matches. It could be worse. It could have gone down on us right in the middle of it. Speaking of which, Kodiak and this guy, how was it last week? Unfortunately, I missed the action during the last week. Was there a stream? How was it? Were the goals? Anything amazing? Anything on the level of that waffle goal that we seen 2 weeks ago?
I don't remember seeing any sick goal. Honestly, I have to remember who won the finals again. I know it was 4-1, but I'm not sure who took it.
I barely remember my breakfast from this morning, let alone last week. But no, it was good fun. It was good fun. It was. I don't think there was any kind of massive upsets that I can immediately recall. But yeah, like I say, my memory is not good at the best of times.
Wasn't Guildforce knocked out prematurely in the tournament, like round 3 or something? And that Ether took it? I think something like that.
I don't think they were in last week's. I don't think they were in last week's.
Were they? Oh.
I can't remember.
Well, they're in this week. So
they're in this week's one.
Hopefully, see them later on the stream tonight. Of course, we'll be casting this quarterfinals, both of the semifinals, and later on the grand finals, where you'll see a different setup of casters for every game, but not for a grand finals. That will have a similar setup as to semifinal number 2. As in the meantime, we have both of the teams joining Unique Stars and 2.5 Men. Let's see if they're able to step up a notch and bring in their third
Oh no,
half,
they're doing the
say.
rocket shuffle, and the rocket shuffle no longer works. Match will start
That's
eventually.
what I thought. I didn't think it
Yeah.
worked anymore, but I think people do.
It looks nice.
Well, saying that, it does seem to be delaying things. It's actually one of the 2.5, so they really are down to 2.
Yeah.
I only see 2 orange as opposed to the 3 blue. So yeah, does look like it's working at the moment.
Well,
Yeah.
you shouldn't
There
call
it
your
is.
team. You shouldn't call your team like that. You are just asking for trouble.
Well, yeah,
Stop.
basically, yeah.
Someone scream stop. Oh wow, sorry, thanks, no problem. And also a lot of swear words, but that's the second match of the series. Unique Stars, do mind you, are leading 1-0 in the best of 5 series. 2.5 Men have a lot of work to do. The previous match didn't really show their true colors. Their setups in the attack were lacking, I'd say, creativity. There's a good setup of the backboard, but it seems like Unique Stars basically are playing the same strategy there. We're playing the same tactic, and they know that in and out, so they are already prepared to stop this as it starts from the side of 2.5 Men.
Yeah, so seems Unique Stars, though. I mean, they try to set it up there, but Henry went for the cheat there instead, allowing Mitzel to try and make a play work here. Ball comes back. This might be an opportunity here. Dumain sets up Knackflow. Just has to put it in. Hits it back into the backboard. It should have been left for Mitzel. There it is. Comes up against the backboard again. Stake is not fully able to clear it out, and Dumain will finish it off. A very slow goal. But yet again, also in this second game, we do see 2.5 Men taking the lead in the series.
We're seeing the weirdest goals ever. Slow, like randomly dropping in. Harry Hurlap was actually in the net. He was considering going up. He had enough boost to at least get a jump. But since the stake couldn't get the clear and Harry didn't even go for it, well, 2.5 Men basically had a free chance at it, like a free shot on the net. And finally, all their attempts come to fruition. They're leading in this match, but last time it really didn't help him. I do believe they also scored first in the previous game. Yeah, Knackflow was the scorer in that one. And this time, let's see if they can hold on to this. But previously, it was a quick goal by them, and then just Unique Stars pressure for like 4 minutes, 3 minutes. They couldn't cope with it, so they lost. They're still looking like a little bit disorganized when it comes to the attack, when it comes to getting into position. They're getting some chances, and mostly because Unique Stars are giving those chances to them. But I think it's not enough to beat the best of the teams in this tournament.
Well, if you do come up with a few fakes there like Dumain tried to do there, you might be able to come up with a cheeky lead and steal away a game from them. If not, set themselves up for the rest of the series. Let's not forget, this is by far not a done game. Both of the teams are actually fairly close, although we did see Unique Stars with an immense amount of shots in the previous game. So far, they have not really been able to do so. So let's see if Gary can set up stake here. Good setup, but cleared by Mitzel. Mitzel's been doing great work here in defense. He has to come back again and leave it to Nakflo. A dunk from Zeto. This is gonna come back. Mitzel's gonna miss it. There is Gary, and it hits the post. What a save from Dume.
Brilliant setup by UNIQUESTARS. They have been planning on that for like 10 seconds solid. And again, it's the fact that they're getting into the positions. They aren't even like specifically going for that play, but the fact that every single player knows where they need to be in the attack really sets them up for these shots. And look at that Mitsu yet again, needs to go way back, save it from behind. Backflip doesn't even help as the attack for UNIQUESTARS. Another one finishes. Look at that, they're constantly getting back into position to attack, and 2.5 men are just in all the different places, hanging up like from a tree, but that doesn't help you. Spider clears are a good thing, but only if you can hit them. 1-1 yet again. But with the way the game has been going, there is a slight chance of another overtime. It's a bit too early to call an overtime with 2 minutes remaining. But we still see a lot of slow play and a lot of mistakes. 2.5 men, like, this is your net. I know there has been a demolition, but this is your net. A goalie must be in there. 2 of the players, we see Dumain in the attack, who he misses it. Stake actually demolishes, who was it, Mitso? Nakflo, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least Mitso. He also can defend it. Just complete disorganization in the defense does it for 2.5 men. They've lost it only because it was so horrible. No one was there. That's your zone.
Yeah, second goal was a little bit of a overcommit, starting to go up way too early, leaving nobody back behind, which pretty much left it an easy one for Gary, who just put it in the board when it was an empty net. The first goal, though, was actually really well played by these members. You saw how UNIQUESTARS set each another one up for that pass, and at the end, Gary even cheated. And here again, a great setup from Zeto, passing it over to Stake. But there, first comes Gary, puts it over to the side, Mitzel, then Zeto with the pass onto Stake, and he hits it over in the right upper corner. Great play from UNIQUESTARS, and it looks like, where they haven't really been able to clear it off in the last game, they surely are able to put some goals in the net.
Nakflo and Doomsane both misjudged the flight of the ball completely. Nakflo went for the initial intercept off the side, couldn't even get to it. Look at what UNIQUESTARS are doing. They're feeling so comfortable in that box in front of 2.5 men's net. They aren't even leaving. They've set up a camp, they've set up a tent, starting a little fire, and they like it there. They absolutely like it there. But for 2.5 men, they need to make more clear decisions. Like it really isn't working for them. Doomsane tries to clear it, tries to push it to the side, can't get to there. It's only by chance that none of the UNIQUESTARS were in front of the net. Look at another setup here. Look at a great chance. Mitso isn't going for it. Yes, he will leave his net empty, but the teammate was already returning, so he should have taken the risk. Instead, he just lets it drop, despite UNIQUESTARS all being tied up on that double commit. And that was a great chance for 2.5 men to bring the goal difference to 1 goal. They didn't go for it, so they're just not feeling like themselves in the attack. 1 goal, that's all they have, and right now it's not enough.
Well, there's Nakflo, though. He already got past 2 defenders. He is going to set up Mitzel, though. He just has to make the pass over to Dumain, but it goes a little bit wide as Gary was there first. Now Nakflo is going to try and set it up again. Ball's going to drop. There's Gary with the pass over to Zeto. Ball's already being brought back. Zeto does still get the boost, though, and now with a team commit, no, Mitzel can't get it in either, and this looks like the end of the second game, as Gary will not be able to put a 4th one in the back of the net, but here it will end. There it touches the ground. UNIQUESTARS wins game number 2, 3-1, after winning game 1, 2-1 in overtime, which puts them up 2-0 in the series, which means they only need 1 more to put them up in the semifinals.
Oh boy, I feel sorry for Mitsu. He was so eager to get to the net, to score something. He was too fast for that one. Not enough reaction time to get that bounce read well. And that's it, 2.5 men down by yet another match. Now it's do or die. Match point for UNIQUESTARS. 2.5 men need to win 3 in a row. That would be an amazing reverse sweep. The only problem is they're still they had more shots. Bless them. From 3 shots, or was it 4 shots in the first game, they've risen to 7 shots. But the play they're still showing is not comparable to UNIQUESTARS. UNIQUESTARS have a plan. You see constant passing plays in between them. They're trying to find each other. For 2.5 men, it does feel like a bit of a...
They're missing half a man?
Yeah, like they're missing half a man. And that man, unfortunately, that man who they're missing is the one who's calling the shots, calling the strategies. I feel that's definitely missing, and maybe that's the person who actually has all the communication tools with him as well. I don't know, walkie-talkie or something. As I say that, 2.5 men opened the scoring in the match for the 3rd time in a row. But for 2 times, it hasn't helped them. This looked solid. For a second, UNIQUESTARS thought that they can get away with leaving 2.5 men, all 3 of their players, pardon the pun, in the blue side, and they paid for it dearly. Another open scoring for 2.5 men, but with UNIQUESTARS, I'm pretty sure they will just continue doing what they did before that. And that really worked for them. Just constant pressure. They have their game plan. They're executing it well. Just perhaps a little bit tighter in defense. This match, the series isn't over just yet.
Yeah, we see that 2.5 men are trying to put up a little bit more offense as to what UNIQUESTARS did. But the thing I do really see with UNIQUESTARS tonight is that when they go for clears, most of the teams you would see them pass it over to the side. But what UNIQUESTARS do quite often, instead of pushing it over to the side, is actually try and push it towards the orange net and try to go for either a backboard hit or a direct shot on target. Something we don't see a lot, but it does bring that little bit of an extra pressure, and that little thing seems to be giving them the edge for now. Of course, not in this 3rd game yet. You've seen Nakflow making the clear here. Terry with the setup, a great pass onto Zeto. There's Mitso still in between. Domain with a good clear. Stay comes there. Has to get it past Nakflow, fakes him out actually, and there comes Zeto in between. Look at that clear again. The clear goes so far over, and with Zeto now picking it up again, they had control for a little moment. They do fully now. Stake puts it into orange half.
You know, it's 2.5 men definitely looking so much more solid when they attack. At least they have confidence. I like that. I like that about them. It still feels like they're not getting to the final, but the pressure is the important part. For a moment, UNIQUESTARS couldn't even get out of their half. That's really important. What a shot. Mitso gets the save. I don't think that was actually going in. I think that was going to the post. But he still got to credit. But the fact that 2.5 men are confident enough and skilled enough to keep UNIQUESTARS in their own half for long periods of time, and I may have overpraised them a little bit too much. That was a dangerous play right there on the right flank. They almost left the ball right there for UNIQUESTARS. Stake in the defense, and shots are coming one after the other. 2.5 men certainly taking control of this. They have a chance to sweep it all, but they need to be really careful. UNIQUESTARS are right on their tails.
Yeah, we just saw a great opportunity come in from 2.5 men, as now UNIQUESTARS try to set one up. Stake comes in there. Backflow. Now there's Mitso first, and it's going to be brought over all the way back to Zeto. He's going to try and set himself up. The shot from Zeto is a little bit slow. It's going to hit the crossbar, and it will drop straight down. Not something that the defenders nor the attacker had expected there. Otherwise, it would have been a goal.
Poor Stake. Poor Stake got blocked by 2.5 men. Actually, 2 men were blocking poor Stake, and he couldn't get the shot off. That would have been the tying goal for UNIQUESTARS, but they're again just doing the same thing that they've always been doing. The question is, do they have a reserve plan for if this thing will stop working? Which is, again, just play it off the backboard, lure as many defenders as you can, and at that 3rd or maybe even 2nd man on the field will just squirt.
Oh my God!
Zone half gets it through. Doesn't even care if there's a UNIQUESTARS player in the wave. Nope. Oh, his backwards, then forwards, and oh my God, Zeto, no chance.
You just saw how Domain went up for that. He first made it look like he was going to cheat a little bit, maybe going to make his 2nd jump there, although I do believe he would be a little bit late for that. Then the last second, turns around his car, goes for the 50-50 contest, wins that contest, and makes a goal. An amazing play from Domain. Definitely the best goal we've seen so far tonight.
Bravo to Domain. Really, sometimes I forget to position myself correctly on the ground. He did so in the air. Jerry Hulap, though, don't count out the UNIQUESTARS just yet. The individual skills might shine through. Again, a solo play by him. Pass to himself from the air, off the backboard, and in. He wants that fame of the best goal we've seen so far. At least as the individual play goes. Stake gets the assist, but really it was all Harry Korla.
Yeah, Harry did that really well there. He just played it all by himself. but what a way to do it. We just saw an amazing goal from Dumain, and Gary is there to step it up a notch. But they still have only 1 minute remaining to try and make the equalizer here, as Gary is going to try and make the doink there. Doesn't work out. Nakflo's going to try and break away. He has to pass it over to Dumain. Doesn't even have to. Dribbles it past Gary, and then he will put it in the back of the net. Looks like we'll be going to game 4, as 2.5 men now have a 3 on the board for once.
You worked that in very nicely. Yeah, great dribble right there on the flank. Nakflo finally gets on the board as well, and obviously the dabbing Grim Reaper is coming out. Oh wow, they are feeling really great about this one. One after the other. That could have been the 4th goal, and no one can clear it. Come on, come on, come on. This isn't the Bronze League. You don't need 6 players to hit the ball. Although I love that level of play. It's my level of play where you need like both of the teams just to hit the ball. That's what I like. Not here though. 2.5 men get their chance. 17 seconds. Pretty sure that is going to match number 4. They finally get back into this one. Question is, will it be enough? Will Unique Stars actually gather their thoughts, gather themselves, and shoot strong in the next one? This was close, at least shot-wise and stat-wise. The goals are just not coming in for the Unique Stars. They're hitting everything but that little hole in between the post and the crossbar. 3-1 is the score. 2-1 is the score in the series to Unique Stars, but 2.5 men are showing that they are no pushovers, and certainly will be fighting until the end.
Yeah, this time in defense, 2.5 men just had it set up just a little bit better, and are also able to transfer a little bit more pressure onto the front. We see them making 9 shots, the same as Unique Stars were able to do in this match. Then again, on their end, they had 6 saves coming in. That's really what's been outstanding for them, as Unique Stars only had 4, and the difference there, which is 2, also makes a difference in the scoreline, 3-1 to 2.5 men. So we'll be going over to game number 4. Remember, this is a best-of-5 series, which means Unique Stars is only 1 game away from making it to the semifinals, where Mitso, Dumain, and Nakflo will need to win game 4 and 5 to complete the reverse sweep and to move on to the semifinals in their case.
Well, if our previous luck is anything to go by, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get game number 5, just to extend the action just that a little bit longer. For the 4th time today, 2.5 men open up the scoring in the match, as it seems that the kryptonite for Unique Stars is those opening minutes. Zeto misses on the clear, and obviously an easy chance. Harry Holub again not solid enough in the net. We've seen him miss and make a couple of these judgmental mistakes. He's even going backwards. Man, that's not the way you play this game. You can go backwards, sure, but a quick answer from Stake. 1, 2. How many seconds have even passed? Please show me the seconds. 10 seconds. Really? Felt like it was 5. Great kickoff goal by Stake, as he finds the 2.5 men not ready to contest that in any way. And since the kickoff was lost, great play by them. You need to work for these. You need, like, even if it's 1 in 100, you need to go for these chances, and Stake certainly knows his stuff.
Yeah, good kickoff coming in from Unique Stars. That's already going to even them up in this game. But now we have seen 4 games in a row where 2.5 men were able to get that first goal in the back of the net. So far, it only helped them in game number 3 that we saw. In game number 1 and 2, they eventually did lose. And now may have a better opportunity as Nakflo breaks through. There is Gary still. Dumain with the setup onto Mitsa. It's a really good pass, and with Dumain coming in again, he sets up Gary instead. There's Stake already coming in. Nobody really contesting it, so he's going to go with the pass. Mitsa puts it over to the side, though. Nakflo hits it up again. There's Gary. Makes the pass. There's Stake. They get saved by Nakflo.
For Unique Stars, it's still, they're getting in the right position. Zeto right in front of them. Wow, he tried to use that bonus flip. Couldn't do so. That would have been an amazing goal. Again, another individual performance mostly, but Unique Stars are still setting up. But 2.5 men bringing the style of Unique Stars back to Unique Stars themselves, off the backward and in midst of the pass of Dumain. Well played. No one goes for it. And you see, Unique Stars is, if they're not going for that challenge, if they're not clearing the ball in time, if they're not even getting into the air, it's just like 2.5 men pick up the speed, make the most powerful shot they can possibly make on the net, and obviously they score. You don't give the teams easy chances at this level. You just can't. You will be scored upon time and time again. But Unique Stars still have that strength, I feel, in the attack, setting up those passes, like finding each other in the right position. And also, for the most part, in the defense, that previous save when really Zeta was the last man standing, Steak saved the situation by stealing the ball, like pretty much from the back of 2.5 men. Well played by them. So they're still both Steak, Jerry Hurlap, and Zeto, 3 really solid players. It's just that something after that match number 1 and number 2 has broken. Yeah, 2.5 men also have woken up. They're looking so much more solid on the field. It's just that Unique Stars have somehow lost more magic in them. I don't know, 2.5 men, maybe they're vampires, stealing off the vital powers of the Unique Stars, but Zeta tries for something, Solo can't get that, and nothing so far is working for Unique Stars.
At this point, 2 things really seem to be their nail in the coffin as we approach this match here. We saw that 2.5 men have really figured out how to combat Unique Stars, at least when it comes to their defense. They figured out that if they go for the backboard plays, they will be able to put a few goals in the back of the net, which has helped them so far to win game number 3 and put them up first in game number 4. Okay, being a little bit risky there, but it pays off eventually. The Zeto's going to be played out. There's Knackflow. Gary has to come in again. Zeto doesn't go for it. Now he finally does go. He's going to go with a shot right away, as Gary was trying to keep a defender at bay there. That would have been Dumain. Knackflow's going to set Metso up. Doesn't work. He's going to set up Dumain instead. Steak, it's up. That is a great clear. Now Zeto is going to be able to take it away. Instead, it's going to be set up for Gary. This has to be a goal. It's going to be come back from the backboard. And Steak, no! What a crazy angle, but how does that not go in?
Well, it doesn't cross the line. Those are the rules. You can't just throw it in or draw a line a little bit further. Unique Stars are trying. Bless them for that. They're trying hard to bring the same style of the play as they did. Maybe they should switch it up just a little bit. By God, they should really think about defense as well. Really, those matches that they've lost were, well, that one match that they lost, basically, was off the fact that their defense was slacking off just a little bit, perhaps playing a little bit too risky. And every single time they have to play from behind, that obviously leaves a mark. They're still doing the same thing. Bring the ball in, bring out one defender, bring out the second defender, just leave the goal as empty as you possibly can. Wow, Steak brings 2 to them, but that was a really hard shot to take. They're trying. Steak, everyone needs to, especially Harry Hurlap. Well, he hasn't been doing that well in the defense. Steak shuts me down just for a second, and 5th shot of this match for him. He's working his butt off for his team. He's basically the only one shooting in his own team. Finally gets a chance of an individual effort, just finding a hole. Unique Stars are in this game, so 1 goal will decide it all. 2.5 men will get another lifeline and will tie up the series. Unique Stars, they win this one. They continue on to the semifinals. Last 30 seconds would prove to be the most exciting we have seen so far.
Well, at this point, we did see that 2.5 men was really going for a more defensive setup in the last minute of this match. They now have to convert from that, obviously, because if they concede a goal now, they will be out of the tournament. But at some point, you saw the boost start coming in. Mitso had no boost to clear that final shot. That's why we're now at a tie game. See Dumain come up with a great clear. Has to come back, but he doesn't. Zeto gets the goal in the final 10 seconds, and we have 9 seconds remaining. Only 9 for 2.5 men to still save it.
Oh, I feel so sorry for Dumain. He gets the clear, and he almost gets the second touch going down. But Zeta's precision obviously was there, and Knackflow was trying to contest that ball hard, trying to clear it as much as he could. Great shot by Dumain. He is trying to bring this back, but no one is going to... Oh, I'm telling lies. One last chance. More pressure from the 2.5 men. I'm shooting for him. I shouldn't be. No caster bias here. I'm not betting on them. Unfortunately, for 2.5 men, despite their amazing work in game number... game number 3, it was enough. Unique Stars win this one. And look at that. Unique Stars shouldn't have won this one. Really. For them, it was constant pressure. Nothing was working for them. In the end, Unique Stars do sneak 3 goals against 2.5 men's too. So yeah, the disadvantage that they had was just a bit too much. They needed that one extra half a man. Certainly would have made a difference on the field. But congratulations to Unique Stars for 2.5 men. Well, sorry. Next time. Obviously, there will always be next time.
Right,
Yeah, it was a
then.
bit unfortunate though that they didn't get that that game in here. And if they would have gone to a fifth game and would have lost that eventually, they did get to overtime, so they would have a 2.5 scoreline on the board. Or in the semifinals, we could have also made a pun there. That will not be happening tonight, but I think King-Kodiak will take us to a break because we'll be preparing for our first semifinal of the evening.
But before I do, that airplay from Domain in Game 2, I think it was, that just deserves the whole damn kind of response. It was just one of those, like, very, very nice. But yes, we are going to go to a break as we get our first semi-final set up. So, bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're also going to have a caster swap. Miss Guy is going to have a break, and it is myself that is going to be taking over the play-by-play casting for round number 2. So bear with us. We will be back with you as soon as we can.
Sound muted.
Took me down, and you're feeling all alone. So long, darling. Right here and now, we can try this again. If you're in, darling. I finally see what I need to be free. Far from my heart was meant to bother me. No holding back, I've made up my mind. Seeing what's next time, I show it all. Holding the key firmly in my hands. I'm looking forward, I know where I stand. And this is it, I have nothing to lose. Now is the right time, I'm making my move. All the way down. You can't bring me down. All the way down. You can't bring me down. Holding the key firmly in my hands. I'm looking forward, I know where I stand. And this is it, I have nothing to lose. Now is the right time, I'm making my move. All the way down. You can't bring me down. All the way down. You can't bring me down.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first of our semi-finals. Let me just bring in my co-caster. Well, he can hear me, but
Sound resumed.
now I can hear him. Mr. Jar of Jam is joining me in the commentary box for this first semi-final. It is Gale Force Esports versus... I just realised my overlays are in the slightly wrong position. I'll just double correct that. Versus 2.5 Duty Kids.
There, you get to make the pun. I get to laugh. That is too good. Too good.
Right, so let's get our players sent in. So for those unfamiliar with the with the rosters, let's bring that up for the stream. There they are. It is Violent Panda, Turbo Pulsar, and K-Dot before Gale Force Esports. It is Stocky, Killer number 7, and Heavy for 2012. This should be interesting. Now, Gale Force Esports have been playing a bit of catch up through the evening, and they have really caught up because it was their semi-final that was ready first. But yeah, looking forward to this one.
Should be a good one. Again, if you don't know who these teams are, Gale Force, they just won the latest LCS Europe Championship. Nothing much against Method in 7 games.
Yeah,
but still
it took them a while, but yeah, they're now crowned the European champion, so they're first seed going into next weekend's RLCS. So yeah, a bit of a minor deal. And Juicy Kids had a fair crack at the RLRS. So. Did they make it through? I've forgotten what the standings were.
No,
did they got knocked out.
They lost both of their series in their LCS promotion tournament. First to Team Envy 4-2, and then in the lower bracket to Team Secret 4-1.
So they will have to qualify again for next year's seasons. We have got our GFE players in. We're just waiting for the 2012 players, and there they are. So, and Violent Panda is first to jump into his position. Let's get this ready to go. Right. Thought we'd be catching up with Go Force later, but here we go then. Wind them up and let them go! Violet Panda the first of that one. It goes straight up. Turbo Pulsar gets it off the wall. Straight towards the goal, but Heavy's having none of that. Heavy's a name I'm not familiar with. Haven't seen him on the field before, but obviously being able to hang with 2 RLRS players, then he's also got a bit of skill to his name. Killer number 7 can't quite get hold of that one. Stocky gets defeated by Violet Panda, but Heavy again playing the defensive role. It's fairly common for a sub. They tend to be put in the back role to see how they do, leaving the experienced players further up. But then we don't know how much that Heavy has played with Stocky and Killer number 7. He could be very well versed at each other's playstyles for all we know. Turbo Pulsar introducing himself directly to Heavy. Stocky with a simple save. Violet Panda then coming in. Actually, K-Dot picked that one up. Stocky, an easy touch away. Turbo Pulsar kills that one against Killer number 7. Violet Panda puts it in the middle. Heavy then going up for that. He went quite early. He was lucky that Gale Force didn't really push that one forward. That could have been a dangerous combination for him. Stocky tries to do something with it. Killer number 7 with a good early shot. And nothing coming. Heavy now on the offensive strike. He's on the backward. He's not going to be able to do anything from there. And a minute gone and no score on the board just yet, but quite a few offensive chances from both sides.
It's a pleasure to see both of these teams playing textbook Rocket League. Gale Force, again, just looking as solid as a freshly crowned European champion must be. Both in the attack and the defense. What they're doing is amazing. Turbo Pulsar gets the easy pass from Violent Panda. He has been reading those passes with closed eyes. Yet another one comes in, and that is the opener for the match. Heavy. Unfortunately, too much pressure on him. That sub Destiny weighs heavily on him. So that's a 1-0 to GFE. And I wouldn't be surprised if they win this straight up in 3 matches. But who knows? Whoa, Stocky! How did he find that? No one, I think, including him, was expecting this one. No. From the wall and in. Great shot by him. K-Dot misses.
Yeah, that just caught K-Dot. I mean, it wasn't a particularly fast shot. It just caught K-Dot completely by surprise. He'd gone for boost.
It's a long-distance ankle break by the looks of it.
Wow, I did not expect the equaliser to come so soon, and obviously neither did K-Dot, hence how the equaliser happened. Heavy trying to get with that one past Violet Panda, which does. Killer number 7 getting into the blue half. That's returned by K-Dot. Stocky getting that one out of the air. K-Dot waiting for that one. Puts it in the middle. Killer number 7 sends it back to the wall. Slightly slower play now. Just so they say that comes thundering across the middle. But Heavy back passes that to Stocky. Violet Panda's waiting for that. Gets it past one, but can't do anything with it. Violet Panda now really slowed down. Trying to get that 2-on-1. Oh, Stocky tried to do the double touch there, but gave him too much momentum and could not get that second touch. Then that goes to the corner. Heavy gets it away. K-Dot sends towards the orange goal. Easy stop then. Oh, Stocky's missed it, but Killer number 7 was there to back him up. Panda now picks this one up. Doesn't get it past Killer number 7. This could be an opportunity now for 2012, but no such luck. Possum comes in and doesn't win the 50-50 against Stocky. Back towards the corner. Violent Panda's now missed it. Now is this another opportunity for 2012? K-Dot's missed it, but that's gone too far and they can't recover, and Gale Force have got the defensive manoeuvres back in place. Saying that now, Killer number 7 finds Stocky. That's going to come off the ceiling, but K-Dot was there. And Turbo Pulsar now comes off the wall. Killer number 7 demos Turbo Pulsar. Heavy gets that in the middle, but K-Dog intercepts that. Violent Panda's now going to pick this one up, but can't win the 50-50 against killer number 7. And that's going to be put back in the middle, but it's saved by Stocky. That went straight to K-Dog, but K-Dog couldn't finish that one off. Just over 1.5 to go, and we're still... oh, Violent Panda, well saved by Heavy there. As K-Dog tries to do something with it. 1.5 to go, still 1-1. You've got to say that 2012 are making Gale Force work for this.
Oh, certainly no easy goals for Gale Force Esports. They're trying, they're definitely trying, but what I like from them is not exactly what to do on the ball, but what they do off it. I'll watch this develop as there's a chance. There's almost a goal off the crossbar. Second chance, Heavy can't return it, and the third man also comes in. Whoa! And killer number 7 already in a position to just start this whole loop yet again. With Gale Force Esports, what they do in defense is amazing. You know these like little graphs, like what you need to do to rotate to the defense. Gale Force Esports are making this look so easy. Like this is the play you want to see from your teammates in solo ranked. And they're executing this perfectly. There's always someone returning to the net. There's a minimum amount of double committing. That's what's so far keeping their net empty. Them getting into the position. But for 2012, my lord, there needs to be someone in the net. More diving ghosts. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Well, Heavy, like, you don't put so much pressure, again, on your sub. He is all alone against 2 Gale Force Esports players. Obviously, he'll get scared and just climb on the wall, just away from the action. 2-1 to Gale Force Esports. Not enough time, I feel, for 2012 to get back in this one.
Well, they leveled it up pretty damn quick last time, but... oh, and there we go. There was a sudden shot there by killer number 7. I don't think Heavy thought that was going to die right in front of the net, but Gale Force Esports knew exactly where that ball was going to go, hence how 2 of them were able to confidently double commit to that. I mean, if that had gone anywhere else, Gale Force would have actually been in trouble. Oh, goodness me, that, of course... oh no, Heavy actually bounced it away from Gale Force's own net. That could have been an opportunity for 2012. I've added 5 years to their name. But that is going to be it, unless 2012 can actually do something with it. It's always that mad scramble. Oh, Violent Panda might try to spike it. Actually hit the skirt around the outside. But that is round number 1 to Gale Force Esports.
Oh, Gale Force Esports were expected to win this one, but... I'd say they were expected to win this one in a more convincing fashion. It took them 4.5 minutes to actually get in the lead.
9 shots to do it as well against 6 from 2012. So you can't say that they just ran away with it. They really had to, and also Gale Force Esports were for a period of time put under a lot of pressure. So yeah, this wasn't a walkover by GFE as a lot of people thought it might be.
Well, I'm interested in seeing the second game. This is usually where it all shows up. The first game is like, again, 5 minutes of just looking at each other and feeling. The second match usually is where everything just goes way on the top of its head. Gale Force Esports might just completely sweep it from this point on. They know how their opponents are playing. Their solid play style, something that they've been doing again and again and again. We'll just see them through. On the other hand, who knows? It might be the 2012, but God, please play a little bit more careful on defense. I'm constantly saying please. I'm not sure why. Again, I have no horse in this race. I'm just feeling for them. I feel for them.
Yeah, there was a few defensive mishaps that GFE just could not capitalise on just then in the first 30 seconds of this match. We still lie 0-0. Stocky demos Violent Panda, but they're not able to capitalise on the power play. A few seconds that 2012 would have had. Oh, I'm not convinced that was a fake. I'm pretty sure that was a miss from killer number 7. And that's now sent right down to the orange half. Number 7 is back there waiting for it. He now goes up in the air. It actually bounces it off of Stocky. Heavy is there. Oh, what passing play! I honestly thought Heavy had just missed that, and I think Gale Force assumed the same because you had Turbo Pulse from K-Dop actually in that corner. Well, on that side of the goal, and suddenly, out of nowhere, killer number 7 thunders it through. 4-10 on the board and 1-0 to 2012.
I didn't expect killer number 7 either after himself and Stocky collided in the midair and sent both of them flying. I thought they're out of the display for at least 10 seconds. No, killer number 7 recovers well. That is a great skill to have, just to get back into the action as soon as possible. Land on your wheels, don't like tumble in the air for 5 seconds before you're back again on your track. Bravo by killer number 7. That caught me off guard, that caught you off guard, that caught everyone in this game off guard, but killer number 7 knew exactly what he was going for.
But the air then, as Stocky sends that one down towards the blue goal. K-Dot gets that one away. Heavy, trying to do something with it. Oh, could this be another goal? Oh, my goodness me! That took a while to come across. Killer number 7 needed to help that one across. Look at the touch from Heavy from that angle. K-Dot almost gets the goal. Actually, he does get the touch, but Killer number 7's there to back it up. 2-0 then with 3.5 to go.
Wow, Heavy gets a little bit of a curve in that as well. And 2012 also give Gale Force Esports a taste of their own medicine. On occasion, you see Violent Panda, K-Dot, and Turbo also go for these. Oh, just a second, oh my god, this actually hits the post. Nothing.
No!
Don't tell me. Oh my god, this is actually a goal. Heavy takes the credit for this one. I don't think he expected this, but wow, he clears it.
Talk about more luck than judgment. Oh, goodness me. I mean, fair play. Talk about capitalising on... You can't really say it was a mistake from GFE. I mean, it was just a lot of sudden pressure. It was just a very lucky breakaway. It happens to the best of them. Wow, what a great shot then. 2012 must be feeling very happy with themselves.
No, Chris, at this position, obviously, 3 minutes in, or rather 2 minutes and 3 minutes remaining, they're up by 3 goals against Gale Force Esports. Like, out of all of those teams, they might be thinking, oh, well, maybe we will join RLCS next season. Yeah, sure. 2012.
And Gale Force Esports actually executed the exact same play as they did before. 2 shots just slightly wide, with the third one attempting to go in, but the third one, they never had a chance to actually execute the third one. Oh my goodness me, that was a clutch save by Killer number 7. Turbo Pulsar again gets a good redirect out of the air, but Stocky was able to save that one. Gale Force are having to really change up their play, because the plays that they're doing just are not working against this 2012 squad at the moment. Great to see.
That's even amazing to see, which means that the difference between their LCS and RLRS teams is a little bit smaller. I would say it's mostly the fact that majority of the teams can outplay each other on any given day. So there might be days that Gale Force Esports obviously just will lose, or 2012 will be feeling like it's, I don't know, 1999 all over again.
Well, hence how the likes of Team Envy, the current defending champions, are in the RLRS. No way! Killer number 7 again, finding an open net on GFE. What happened here? And that was what happened. Turbo Pulsar went up for it and just whiffed. K-Dub couldn't get back for it in time. And Killer number 7 got a bar down goal. Well, 4-0 against GFE. You don't say that very often.
Oh boy, no. And again, the record for the biggest comeback in competitive history is 4 goals.
Yeah.
But by God, they don't have enough time, and it seems that nothing's working for them. They're constantly hitting the crossbar, the post, but not hitting the net, and Stocky is rock solid in the net. K-Dub finally gets the opener with my favorite goal animation, obviously, the party celebration.
A lot of people like that one.
No, yeah, certainly not the dabbing ghost, please. Anything but the dabbing ghost. I'll take the bats, but the dabbing ghost, please. Like,
am I the only one in the world that likes the popcorn one? I mean, I'm a big fat bear. I like food, so
me.
Oh dear. So 4-1 then is. Oh my goodness me! You were saying that they might struggle to get the return, and there is halfway home with just 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, that was a shame. Don't rest on your laurels, 2012. Keep this pressure up. But 2 down, 1.5 to get the other 2. If anyone can do it, Gale Force certainly can. Let us see how the rest of the game plays out. Stocky then kills that one in the corner. Turbo Pulsar is in the middle. Heavy gets it away before being demoed. Into the blue half now. Violent Panda gets that one up in the air. That's all that could go, but Stocky was there to get the redirect. Oh my goodness me, not a great bounce. Killer number 7 though is there. K-Dot then challenges that one. Violent Panda gets that one forward. Stocky is there to try and knock it away. Everyone's in that corner though. Turbo Pulsar keeps it live for Gale Force Esports, puts it in the middle, but Killer number 7, he's only sent it up though. They've got to get that one away, which they managed to do, and a pinch against the wall. Ooh, K-Dub's going to get back for that. Oh, Turbo Pulsar's actually back for that, never mind. Violent Panda, what a lovely passing play. Heavy is there. Turbo Pulsar went for the block, but Heavy simply played it down to the ground. Oh, and there's number 3! Again, the devastating passing play that Gale Force are so well known for comes true again. With 42 seconds to go, they could certainly do it.
K-Dub removes Heavy from the play. I'm not even sure if Heavy could have made there in time. There was a chance that the ball was quite slow, and the shot by K-Dub was in the nearest corner. Wow. Okay, 4-0 to 3-4. Gale Force Esports, well, they're proving that they are not at the top position in Europe right now for nothing. Violent Pandas, look at how much patience he shows. Waited for that, wiggle his car for ages. Zero also in attack, 20 seconds. What will happen? Can Gale Force Esports tie this up?
We're still fairly early in the series, so even if Gale Force don't manage to get this one, there's still several matches to go. It was deep in the Gale Force half at the moment, 5 seconds remaining. Oh, good block there by K-Dot to stop 2012 getting another score. And there it is then, 2012 do manage to level the series one apiece.
Well, I hope for 2012 this isn't the only match they win in this one. Again, no bets, no nothing, but they've looked extremely solid. Scoring 4 against Gale Force Esports, a team that should be like, every single time they concede a goal, they should really tighten it up in the defense. 14
shots! 14 shots from Gale Force Esports, and they still come out with a win? My God! I mean, okay, they had, I think it was 6 or 7 saves, so there was some inaccuracy, uncharacteristic inaccuracy from GFE. But come on, it's the current European champions. You don't have that kind of pressure and usually walk away with the win. So hats off to 2012 at the moment. Heavy gets hold of this one, tries to flick it past the Pulsar, but sent it the wrong way. Stocky puts it back in the middle. Oh, what again? The passing play coming out. Not even 10 seconds gone, and 2012 opened the scoring once more.
Okay, this is making this series even more interesting. This time is actually Violent Panda covering the far post. Not exactly sure what play he was gathering up for, just running around in circles and going backwards for a ball. Obviously, it's extremely hard to save that one. For Gale Force Esports, it's a true test. Obviously, if they lose this, like, they don't lose much. They aren't currently playing for, like, thousands of dollars. Now, the grand prize for this one is obviously £250. But it's like their honor is definitely on the line. And for 2012, for the 2.5 Juicy Kids, this will be like the tale to tell. Like, we played against the reigning European champions and won at least one game. Certainly played with them on even footing. K-Dot still continues to show his party goal animation as yet another play breaks down heavy. Stocky and killer number 7 stuck on that left flank, and Gale Force Esports make them pay.
Indeed, and that whiff from Stocky was what cost them that particular leveler. So 4-23. And the scores are level, so let's see what transpires then. Stocky knocks that one away from the goal. Killer number 7 tries to keep it away from Violent Panda. K-Dot puts it in the middle. Stocky gets that one away from the back wall. Violent Panda's got hold of this one. Oh, no! Bounced off of Stocky to send that one home. I did say in the last game that GFE needed to change this up. Look at that! I mean, that was just unlucky from Stocky, trying to get back to goal quickly and actually sent it home instead.
I'm pretty sure Violent Panda was just going for a dribbling play. Stocky, well, all credit to him, he was trying to just clear it, just take off the ball from Violent Panda because that dribble could have been deadly. Instead, that does indeed end up as the own goal, and Gale Force Esports are leading in this match for the first time in this, well, not in the series, my bad, they've obviously won the first game. I'm just, that second game of the series is still fresh in my mind.
That's fried your brain, hasn't it?
Yes, well, the fact that Gale Force Esports were down by 4 goals.
Yeah.
But also almost got back into the game. That was an exploding match. The amount of shots, the fact that it was just a shot bonanza on both of the sides, means that both of the teams are playing extremely freely, and we most certainly will see many more goals to come.
Heavy gets that one up in the air as it's going to drop down in front of the goal with Violet Panda puts it to the wall. Stocky. I just realised I've been running on autocam. I need to do that. I wholeheartedly apologise for any autocam haters out there. Violet Panda gets that one into the corner. Heavy finds Stocky. They're not really getting that one away from their side. Now killer number 7 gets that one into the loop. Heavy sends that one up into the air. Doesn't really go anywhere. Now comes back into the orange half. Killer number 7 returns it. Heavy goes up for it, but doesn't get the air control he needs. Violet Panda, a little bit of ping pong play going on here. Turbo Pulsar doesn't control that one in the air. Oops! K-Dot and Turbo Pulsar bounce it off one another. Heavy bounce it off the wall. Turbo Pulsar with a shot, but a little bit too wide. Seven gets that one up. Violet Panda intercepts it. Here's Turbo Pulsar going to back that one up. Oh no, he killed it against the wall. Not convinced that was what he was aiming to do. But then you never know with Gale Force. They can turn any kind of mishap into a calculated play. Oh, Heavy with an
that is
open
not a
net.
calculated play.
Oh, no. That's, yeah, as you said, that certainly wasn't calculated. What happened here? I glanced away from... Oh, Violet Panda. Yeah, and again, not convinced that was the touch he was after, or Heavy just read that one perfectly well to intercept it. 2-2 then with 2:19 left.
No, well, Heavy just executes the plan. This should be the plan for almost every team. You need to just exert the pressure every single time the opponent tries to start an attack from their own half. You try to block it. He wasn't anywhere near to block it, but for Violent Panda, even the best players have the bad days when the ball just falls off the front of your card. That's exactly what happened to Violent. Heavy, well done. You need to be at least try to be in the right spot at the right time, and it's not only luck, it's also like it takes skill, it takes the reading of the play. The Gale Force Esports on the other end are constantly showing the same skill as well. Whenever the ball is, they are there as well, but killer number 7 wants to put, wow, really a grave marker on that net as Juicy Kids, 2.5 of them, and also 2012. This is really confusing to the whole thing. He reads a great pass from a flank from Heavy, a bounce. He was expecting it. He was in the center, and the reaction times were also amazing. 3-2 to the 2012, and this is still continues to shape up to be an amazing game. But Panda thinks otherwise. Now the dribbles are coming in. When he's alone, when he has a chance to do this, wow, what he does. That flick, like the gentlest of the flicks that he did against Stocky. Mwah, absolute joy to behold.
That was a beautiful. Then another leveler, then 3-all, 140 on the clock. K-Dot sends that one into the orange half. Heavy goes up for it. Gets some momentum towards the middle. Violet Panda now picks this one up, but gets bundled off it by Heavy. And Stocky gets demoed by Violet Panda then. Killer number 7 tries to solo that one. Let's get sent back to the middle. Oh, passing plane! Nicely saved by K-Dot. God, that was coming in pretty quick. Violet Panda's going to get the easy save on that one. Stocky kills it in the corner. Passes it back to killer number 7. Gets it past 1. Gets it past 2. And Heavy with an open net. What is going on? 7 goals? Well, 4-3 then with 1:10 remaining.
Wow, K-Dub got the worst of this. Sometimes that bounce on the flank just slightly goes over you. He wasn't expecting that. And for everyone who is playing Rocket League, I'm pretty sure you have been on the losing end of this one. And killer number 7, well, he wants to continue this. But everyone wants that position on the flank when the ball just jumps slightly over you and you have no chance to save anything. You're the last defender. You just say, sorry, I tried my best. And that position, K-Dub also tried his best. But fortunately, it wasn't enough. The last minute of this match is onto us. And 2012 are actually in a position to win this one again. Same score in the previous match. Gale Force Esports started this off strong, but just couldn't hold off to the lead. And also, my God, if this stays like this, Gale Force Esports, 3 shots, 3 goals.
Wow.
Which is a great stat in its own. 100% conversion rate on the shot, but also the fact that you have kept Gale Force Esports to only 3 shots on your net, when 2 of your players have actually made more shots than that. Wow, Heavy on 4, killer number 7 on 7. Just decided to live up to his name last seconds. Sorry, I'm just so excited to see this one happen. Last chance, Violent Panda in the air can get this ball stuck on the blue side. Gale Force Esports will be staring at the match point against them. Again, another phrase I didn't expect I would be saying.
No, and to have 2 straight 4-3 matches, look at that, 11 shots from 2012 against, as you say, 3 from Gale Force Esports, all 3 coming home. Only 1 save for 2012, which is interesting because all 3 shots are accounted for from Gale Force Esports. So, yeah, that's slightly unusual. Goodness me. Math, yeah. Math doesn't work well for Rocket League casters. We've seen that enough in the RCS. There's some discussion I see in the chat about who we're cheering for in next week's RCS. Your thoughts on that one, Jar?
Method. Method
straight there.
Method ever since they were Resident Esports. No one, a couple of times they almost defeated, and a couple of points even defeated the strongest of the teams. Obviously, Market. I think Market fell to them as well, or at least came really close. And then they kept the same roster and kept getting stronger, and stronger. And suddenly, the team that everyone was thinking like, oh, they will like finish 6th, 7th, maybe suddenly takes the top spot, loses to Galeforce Esports, but still shows a great show. I'm cheering for them. I love these guys.
What about Myth? Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with us. I think I'm going to be hated by most of the EU community, but I have to say C9.
You know what? I'm going to be
It's
hated.
okay.
I'm going to be hated by the EU community for saying the exact same thing. Cloud9 are mental, but do not discount PSG. Their first time in RLCS, and they came away with, I think when they second, no, they were fourth in the EU Championships, but they only lost one in league play. For your first time in RLCS? Pardon? I mean, I've nicknamed Bluey the Wonder Boy before, but I have no problem admitting I am a bit of a Bluey fan. Oh, there's goal number 1, Stocky, yet again. 2012 opening the score sheet. Let's not forget there is a Rocket League match going on. But yeah, I mean,
another upplay. True Repulsor, too late onto that one. That was a tricky one to take. He was a little bit late. Stocky, credit to him, he was going for it the whole time. He wasn't thinking about it. True Repulsor thought for a second and he lost. Stocky just went on an instinct and got to that first. But as for a Bluey fanboy, well, Kodiak joined the club. Really, there are so many fans of Bluey.
he is insane, and he's so young.
I'm still waiting for Turbo Pulsar ties up the scoring.
Blade.
Match continues as expected. 2012 score, Galeforce Esports answer in their own style. Again, Turbo Pulsar just gets into position. He isn't waiting for a straight pass. No, he's waiting for Violent Panda to play something off the backboard, or maybe a rebound to come in. He was just always in that same position. So just like take some tips from him. They know what they're doing.
Right, let's get back to casting this match, shall we? Turbo Pulsar waits for that one, comes off the ball, but Stocky's right there, but Turbo Pulsar seems to make that Dominus even bigger than it actually is to body block that one. He goes right the way down to the orange half, Heavy just pings that one away. Come on, don't be doing these long clears with no one on the receiving end. That's not going to help you. Violent Panda trying to get that one past killer number 7. Turbo Pulsar can't get hold of it. K-Dop now goes for that one. Goes the one back in the middle. Touched by Turbo Pulsar, but sent away by Heavy. Up goes killer number 7. Sends that one back to the middle, but Turbo Pulsar sends that one away. And Violent Panda goes in for that one, but Stocky knocks that one away. Turbo Pulsar sends that one off the backboard. And someone collided with Heavy. I didn't see who it was in the air. Stocky trying to get that one under control. Panics a little bit. Heavy with a shot. A simple save by Violent Panda. Sending off the wall. Is it going to be a setup? It was, but Turbo Pulsar did get the save. Stocky gets demoed with that attempt. Heavy now picks this one up, but K-Dop sends that one back into the orange half. And Stocky trying to body that one past Violent Panda. Oh, Heavy gave himself too much momentum, but Violent Panda couldn't get the accuracy he needs. Oh, that was close. But Stocky could see that that one wasn't going to go. Killer number 7 sends that one back in the blue half. K-Dop picks it up from the corner. Heavy, that's that one off the corner. Stocky's coming in. Doesn't get the accuracy he needs. Turbo Pulsar. Oh, that was Demo and Violent Panda. It's GFE not punished for that one. Stocky now with an airplay. Oh, well blocked again, but didn't come off this time. But all the pressure on GFE's shoulders at the moment.
2012 are continuing their pressure against a team that should be on paper winning against them. Now they're keeping their to a tie, and don't forget the score in the series is 2-1. And I think 2012 are feeling it. They're feeling it. They are on the edge of knocking Galeforce Esports out of the tournament and proceeding. They're already in the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. We are in the semifinals, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yes. It has been a long wait till we get there.
Can Stocky get back? Yes, he can.
Yes.
Oh, that could have been a breakaway goal there for GFE. Violent Panda sends that one towards the goal, but all 3 of the 2012 players were there. Killer number 7 kills that one in the middle, but no one there to back that one up. Still stationary. And Stocky with a dribble shot. Well saved by Turbo Pulsar then to get that one away. Less than a minute to go. Heavy, can he finish this one off? He puts too much height on it. Stocky sends it forwards. I thought Heavy was going to save that, but it was actually, I think it was Violent Panda that actually got the touch away from their goal. Killer number 7 intercepts that one out of the air, but it's too wide. Turbo Pulsar now picks this one up, sends it to the wall. Pitches it forward, but no one there for GFE to follow that up. Stocky now puts it in the air. Killer number 7 gets a touch on that one, goes to the corner. K-Dop returns it to the orange half. Now puts it in the middle. Killer number 7 gets it away. Turbo Pulsar Killer number 7. Violent Panda with a shot! And that could be the winner for this match for Gale Force Esports.
I was guessing whether it will be the same situation as in our previous series when 2.5 men were in a great position to tie this up, but couldn't do so. Gale Force Esports catch 2012 on a terrible rotation. No one in the net, double commit on the ball, and if you lose the challenge with 2 players, well, see you later. That's definitely a goal against you. You still have a chance in front. Violent Panda gets it, so the timer runs down, and 2012 are looking at the 5th match of the series to maybe still make the history in their own little way and knock out Gale Force Esports. Last chance saloon for them right there. But at 0 seconds, they can tie this up. Gale Force Esports and Turbo Pulsa. Just a little bit of freestyling. Actually, great show. Like a little bit of a breakdancing. Violent Panda doesn't want to participate in that one, but Turbo Pulsa just goes at it. Wild.
10 shots to 4. And 8 saves on Gale Force's side there as well. Only 2 on 2012 side. You can't say that 2012 have taken their foot off the gas, but it's those little moments of panic that are letting them down, where the rotation is just failing. That seems to be what's letting 2012 down at the moment. But here we are, Game 5 in our first semi-final of the evening. We could be here a while, to be honest. Right then, final match, wind them up, let them go! On the halfway line, that goes into the orange heart. Turbo Pulsar, Violent Panda, tries to get some momentum on that. Oh no, a triple commit from Gale Force. Yeah, and for the 5th time. Oh, I think it's 5th time. Every single game, it has been an orange score, first of all.
We are seeing some weird things happening. At this point, obviously, the blue-orange, like top seed, bottom seed thing isn't exactly in action. It's way too far into the tournament for this thing to be anything. But 2012 again get themselves in a comfortable position, which means they need to take less risks. They can put more attention on their defense. Although against Gale Force Esports, it will be incredibly hard. Look at as they set up yet another siege, constantly pressuring, not letting the ball leave. Not getting the shots off, but at least the ball isn't leaving. Turbo Pulsa actually plays the pass. Perfect pass to killer number 7, and then a demolition leaves it to Heavy. Wow, Gale Force Esports are just giving gifts to 2012, and 2012 are taking them.
What a lovely turn and shot by Heavy there. So he really is making a name for himself on this particular stage. Violent Panda gets that one away. Oh, could this be a breakaway goal? He's trying to follow that through, but doesn't have enough boost to do so. Turbo Pulsar gets that one in the middle. K-Dop tries to body block that away from Stocky, but that goes into the corner. Heavy now sends it forward before it gets demoed by Violent Panda. So the Pulsar now picks this one up, sends it into the orange half. Stocky is there. Violent Panda, oh, that nearly went of his own accord. K-Dop now sends that one into the middle, but Turbo Pulsar wasn't close enough as that gets pinged away back into the Gale Force half. Turbo Pulsar gets that one to the wall. Killer number 7 intercepts that one, but Violent Panda's going to get to it. Tries to keep it under control. Killer number 7 sends it forwards. K-Dop just manages to knock it away from, I think it was Stocky who was coming in for that one. Turbo Pulsar. And that was Heavy, as there is Stocky waiting for that one to come back down. And that wasn't the touch that Gale Force wanted. That's going to be one off the backboard, but Heavy saw where that was going. And gets the Spider-Man clear on that one. Still 1 goal in this one. Ooh, and there was Heavy coming in to try and make it 2. Stocky gets that one off the backboard. Nope, Turbo Pulsar sends that one away.
Gale Force Esports are showing how do you fight against these plates off the backboard. You clear them preemptively. You don't even let the ball reach the backboard. And there, to be fair, there were already a lot of defenders for Gale Force Esports in there. 2012 just put the ball in there, but the passing play might come in. And my God, Gale Force Esports almost score on themselves yet again. 2012, mind you, are still leading into this one, are still keeping Gale Force Esports to a minuscule amount of shots, just 1 so far, despite them showing amazing pressure. That Karams and still in. But for a second, did it touch everything? Let's count. It was a 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure it touched everything. Yep. And then in that fantastic play, killer number 7. Okay.
But how long was it? We saw no Gale Force players in that net for so long. There was just an easy knock-in for Stocky there. It was a great effort by Heavy to touch all three posts and not to go in the first place. Gale Force really do need I wonder whether it's just a case of they're having a bad day, which is, of course, possible. Even the greats make mistakes. Or whether they just underestimated how well 2012 are playing.
Well, they cannot possibly underestimate it in 5 matches in a row. They need
would
to be
hope not.
understanding what their opponent. Plus, it's underestimating. Really, at this level of play, I don't think so. At every single day they're playing Earls, yes, they know who they're playing as. They know what the top of their game looks like. So unless they're for some reason unmotivated, well, that's too bad for them. If they're out of this tournament, they only have themselves to blame. No one else has lost this match for them. Only their poor plays. But still, from what they do, you still see the glimpses of the amazing team that is Gale Force Esports. The passing plays, the fact that they read each other so well. Like, they expect the plays to come here. Triple pulse to K-Dub and Violent Panda waiting for it. If only Heavy wasn't there. Heavy is not a passive sub, that's for sure. He is as active as is. Some of these substitutes for these teams are the man of the show themselves. Sometimes they beg the question of why not you constantly play with this guy instead of whoever he's substituting. He is making really great plays, but 1 minute remaining for 2 goals for Gale Force Esports. We've seen them close that gap to 1 goal, being down by 4. Can they do this again?
They certainly have. They've managed to do 3 in just over a minute before, but still scoreless then for Gale Force Esports. Less than a minute to go. They've got to get something sorted out pretty quickly in this game 5. Otherwise, they are done for the night. Was going to go, but Stocky put pay to that. K-Dub getting off the ceiling. Violet Panda going up for that one, but that's knocked away. Killer number 7 now goes for it. See, there's Turbo Pulsar there. Turbo Pulsar trying to put it in the middle. And Violet Panda's now going to pick this one up. It's now going towards the blue half then. Heavy's bailed on that one. Killer number 7's there. Tried to get it home, but Violet Panda knocked that one away. Double commit there for 2012. And they could well get away with it. Heavy's trying to pick that one up. K-Dub send it away. 10 seconds to go. It's looking very unlikely for Gale Force to pick this one up now. And as the timer counts down, and that is done. Well, we saw Gale Force Esports knocked out by Aether last week, and it's 2012 this week. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh yeah, that does ring a couple of alarm bells for the upcoming World Championships, Rocket League Championship Series. But well, I can only applaud 2012. For Gale Force Esports, it was every single piece of the puzzle was there. But I feel like they were trying to put that puzzle in the wrong position. Maybe, I don't know, leaving that puzzle for a while, laying there. As 2012 was just like they are a working men's team. They were continuing working on these plays, and they got there. Still, wow. If the 2.5 Juicy Kids can do that to Gale Force Esports, so a team that has just dropped back to RLRS, if I'm not mistaken, against the top team in Europe, Rocket League Seed is just way too close. Way too freaking close. But bravo, that was a great series to see. Yep. I'm glad this went to 5 games. Gale Force Esports, sorry, it's 2012 who were the team that has shown themselves in this series. Gale Force Esports, not so much.
That's the way it happens sometimes. But our second semi-final, as you can see on the stream, is going to be UNIQUESTARS versus Team Envious Academy. All players we've seen before. Obviously, these UNIQUESTARS we've already seen this evening. Zedo, Stake, and I can't pronounce this correctly, but I'm going to try Heri Horap. And on the side of Envious Academy, it is Frizz, Waffle, and Mount. So, bear with us a few moments whilst we get this one set up, and we'll be back with you as soon as we can. Thank you very much, Jar of Jam, for being with us. Jar is going to his work is done, so he will be sitting out. And Mitsky will be back with me if he hasn't fallen asleep. Hopefully he's still with us.
I am still with us. I just wanted to point out one thing before we go to the break. I'm not sure if any of you noticed, but have you taken a closer look at Turbo Pulse's profile icon that he has in-game in Rocket League? He, of course, has the GFE icon, but he has a pink ribbon wrapped around it. I'm not sure if you guys know what it stands for, but I want to give him a huge shout-out for that. It's good to see that even when playing video games, he thinks about things like that.
I've forgotten what it represents, but I know it's something it's something quite poignant. But for the time being, we will get our second semi-final set up as soon as we can. We will be back with you as soon as we possibly can.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, our second semi-final then is coming up. It is a UNIQUESTARS versus the Team Envious Academy. Ooh, looking forward to this one. Now, the teams have requested Manfield Knight, which we are, of course, obliging to. Have no problem with that. And joining me in the box is Mr. Mythsky. Glad to be back with you again, good sir.
Yeah, it seems like it was only last week since we last casted, which it of course indeed was. Envious Academy is a team that we've been seeing a few weeks in a row now. They've been able to make it into the quarterfinals, I believe semifinals too, consecutively. And here they are again, the semifinals versus UNIQUESTARS, of course, the roster that we can't forget after that amazing goal from Waffle 2 weeks ago. Who remembers it? Do you remember it? You should.
It was one of those moments. Yet again, it was you and Jar, and I was on the sideline. It was just a case of, when it happened. It was just one of those, jaw-dropping drops that he did right in front of the crossbar. We have Zedo, Hedi Horap, and Steak for the UNIQUESTARS. We are waiting for our Envious Academy players to hop on board. So, I mean, it was great seeing Envious Academy against the main team Envious 2 weeks ago. I think that one was.
I think it was 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, that one was good fun. And
say your memory's still there.
yeah, haven't completely lost all of my marbles yet, but age and children have that effect on you. I'm probably the only parent involved in Gfinity. It's... Yeah, that was a really good match. And Envious Academy really made the main Envious team work for it.
Yeah, they definitely did. I'm not sure whether it ended in if it was either 3-1 or 3-2. I think it was 3-1.
I think it was 3-1, but it was like 1 or 2 goals.
It was close.
Yeah, it was very, very close. It was 3-1 in the end, but they really had to work hard for it.
So hopefully tonight we'll also see such a close game, at least in the upcoming one, of UNIQUESTARS versus Envious Academy that we have here started as soon as Envious Academy comes in. Of course, remember, the winner of this team will take on 2012 in the Grand Finals, who just beat Gale Force Esports. And if you do remember what happened in 2012, if you go back to the Mayan calendar, would this mean that the prophecy has actually been completed? Do we have to worry now?
You were looking forward to that, weren't you? Looking forward to saying
Definitely was.
Well. Frizz has had to do a reboot. That is why we haven't got our Envious Academy players in yet. So hopefully he can sort out his computer problems, so we can get this semi-final underway. Oh, the adrenaline is still going. But yeah, I mean, what a great effort from 2012, and you can't really say that Gale Force Esports kind of just let them go, let them have the win. It's not like they just took the foot off the gas. They just didn't really show up on the night, which happens. Like I say, all the greats just have off days, and let's hope that Gale Force Esports gets all of their kind of negativity out before RLCS next week. Obviously, the RLRS has finished, so. So the Duty Kids have kind of nothing left to play for in Season 4. So it's all eyes on Season 5 next whenever that is. It'll be next year now, won't it?
Probably. But yeah.
Yeah. So let's hope that GFE pull it together, which we've seen them do before.
Well, to be fair, I mean, at some point, when you are approaching a big tournament or when you are in a big tournament, there is always going to be one moment where you can be defeated. If you don't get defeated there, you will go on and win the tournament. If it happens before a tournament, hopefully for Gale Force it was this moment. I'm disagreeing on the fact, though, that they were underperforming here. The thing that we clearly saw, though, is that 2012 just had them tangled in. They knew how to counter them. They defeated them with that mindset and with that play style, and they just were the better team. I think that's fair to say.
I think that is perfectly fair to say. Our MV Academy players are here, so wait for someone to hop into their side and we'll get this semi-final going again. But we've seen in the RLCS and RLRS, to be fair, the gap from top to bottom really is not that high, even comparing NA to EU, and there's usually quite big differences certainly in play style and not necessarily in skill level, but that is so close this season. It is going to be a fantastic RRCS next weekend.
Yeah, it was actually a bit surprising. I mean, when we started off with Season 4, it looked like differences between the main 8 teams and RL, RS, and then the teams below that were absolutely huge. But
yeah.
I tend to disagree now.
Oh, yeah, completely. They've really shown up, and a lot of question marks from PSG particularly. God, crikey, Envy has turned that into a quick counter-attack. Stunning shot by Harry Horlap. It's a shame that didn't quite come off, and then Envious have just piled all the pressure back onto the blue side. Now, pick this one up. Still got hold of it. He's really on his own, though. Stake. Zedo, now gets someone away. Harry Horlap gets someone up into the air. He can't. It looks like he was going to send that one home, but Mount was there. Waffle pinches that one against Mount and gets someone away. Frizz now going to pick this one up from the wall. Oh, I wonder whether we just missed it or whether we went for the fake. Zedo got hold of it. Mount now is going to get that one off the corner. Going to go into the middle, but no one there. Frizz bailed on that one, realising he wasn't going to make it for the defenders, and let that one go. So it comes across the goal. Stake! Oh my goodness me! Now that got saved. Stake actually got a reverse goal on that one. Waffle got that away. Zedo put it back in the middle. Oh, talk about right place, right time. Very nice.
You take the words right out of my mouth. He indeed was there at the right place at the right moment. Was able to get the second touch on that there after it had been contested and battled by the defender there. Fortunately, was not enough for Envious Academy, and it does put UNIQUESTARS up on the board first, which they have been struggling to do so far, but not for long.
Well, here's a true sign of see Zedo and Harry Horlap right in that corner. Why are they double committing like that so early in the game? Oh dear, never mind. Here we go then. Crossing to the orange half. Stake. Good redirect. The Waffle's waiting for that one and gets landed on by someone. Zedo keeps that one going, and Mount is the one that clears that one away. Waffle's going to pick this one up. Oh, Zedo got a crucial demo there. The goal was wide open from UNIQUESTARS, but that demo just completely halted the offensive from the Envious Academy players. Waffle picks this one up. Harry Horlap is there. Move forward. Oh, now keeps it going for UNIQUESTARS. Now an opportunity, and saved away by Waffle. Zedo. Oh, he hesitated for a moment there, but Harry Horlap gets that one away. I can't do that noise right. I cannot pronounce his name right. Waffle.
You want me to help you?
I'll still get it wrong. I'm British. I can't do the strange noises that you Europeans do. I can't do it.
Okay.
I mean, okay, England is a European country. I know, but you know what I mean. The letters we don't have.
You do have the letter, you just do not have the pronunciation for it. It's a simple G, but you say it as a G.
It's not a simple G, it would be Jerry. We've had this. He told me off for calling him Jerry. Repeatedly, he's told
I think
me
that'll be easier.
Yeah, stick to Jerry. Oh, speaking of which, he just gets demoed by Mount. So it comes back into the blue half then. Fritz gets someone out of the air. Zedo tries to get that one forward, but intercepted by Waffle. Stake sends that down to Zedo, but can't quite get the angle he needs. Oh, setting himself up for the double touch there. And it comes back across into the blue half. Oh, Frizz! There was a set-up pass, but no one there to follow it through. Oh, goodness me, Demo City going on now. 2/3 of the Envious Academy players gone. And Harry can't do anything with it. A whiff in the corner. Zedo tries to pick this one up. Waffle sends up and down to Frizz. Lovely pass. Oh, that was slightly too high. And that put Harry Horlap out of position. Zedo tries to send the one forward, but can't keep it going. Horlap has got hold of that one. Frizz goes up for it. Can he finish this one? Set him up off the backboard. Oh, what a great effort, but no, wasn't quite there. Cool, that was a great effort by Waffle there. And Zedo then cycles back. All three of the Envious Academy players on this one. And does not make a goal out of it as that comes back into the blue corner. Jerry picks this one up. Zedo sends it down. Back into the orange half then. thunders back towards the blue half. Steak clears that one away. Waffle. Gets that one back towards the middle. Gfinity is there. Frizz gets that one off the wall again. Now back into the blue half. Now an opportunity for the Envious Academy players. Steak doesn't get a clear on it. Mount's got hold of it, but that goes back into the corner. Waffle now comes in. That's gone into the middle, but Mount had already bailed. So it goes back towards the orange half. Mount puts it back into the middle. And Frizz doesn't get hold of that. Steak sends it down to Gfinity. Zedo is there. And they again have bailed on that one. Waffle puts that back into the blue corner. Ooh, Steak actually killed it against the backboards. That's dangerous. And Frizz trying to do something with him. Gfinity sends that one to the wall. Mount puts it back in the middle. Frizz off the backboard. And Steak gets the intercept on that one. That's gone down to Waffle though. All the pressure now on UNIQUESTARS. And they get the clear on that one. Frizz has got that one into the middle. Then Mount's got it past one. Can he get it past two? That's going to come back down to him. Still dangerous. And we have our second overtime.
Has been really interesting so far in this first game of the second semifinals, that even though Team Envious Academy has been putting up so much more pressure than UNIQUESTARS, they actually have less shots contested. We see 5 shots coming in from Envious Academy against the 6 shots from UNIQUESTARS, but so far it's really close. It looks like Envious Academy has a slight edge over them, but I think it'll pretty much be down to who makes a mistake first.
Well saved by Zedo then. That was on course to go. But, oh no, what an opportunity. Mistake, sent it too wide. Oh, what a shame. His last touch actually sent it too wide. The Gfinity though sends that one home 35 seconds into overtime, and they take the first round.
A great goal from King-Kodiak. Look at that. He was just lurking in the corner. It was not able to be cleared by the Envious Academy there. And that's how UNIQUESTARS will take this first game of the semifinals. We're going to take a short break, though, as Steak will be restarting real quick. So that gives me a little bit of time to quote a great joke made from our caster. We just had him here, Jarik's Jam. When we were trying to pronounce King-Kodiak's name, he mentioned the following. Real reason for Brexit, can't make strange noises we other Europeans make.
Yeah, that is exactly it. There we go, that's where the votes all went. Not turning this broadcast political, it will get very ugly, but let's come back to the match, shall we? So, 7 shots from UNIQUESTARS, 7 from Envious Academy, 3 saves from UNIQUESTARS, 4 from Envious Academy, so very, very similar as far as where the offensive pressure and defensive moves was going, and Steak has rejoined us, which is always good. So yeah, wow, that was not as one-sided as I thought it would be. I thought Envious Academy would actually take that one, but well. Let us see where we go then in the second match of this series. Away we go. Blue Heart, Zedo gets that one off the wall. Fizz bounces that one off the backboard. Steak tries to get hold of it, but keeps it in the air. And Mount's going to bounce that one. He's going to set himself up. Oh, well read by King-Kodiak there. Zedo can't do anything with it. Steak. He hesitated there. But Frizz is going to get hold of that one, but no one there from Envious to back him up. Now all 3 of the Envious Academies on that side. And Zedo is only going to find Mount. Mount taking his time to get hold of that one. Gets it past 1. Done it again. I forgot to change the camera. Zedo can't get it past Frizz. Waffle now. Doesn't get behind it. Frizz puts it in the corner. The Steak's there. So the opposite corner now. Zedo. Oh, I saw what he went for there. He just hesitated slightly too long as to what he was going to do with that passing play. King-Kodiak. Oh, Mount, long shot. Steak is there, though. And saves it away. Mount, try to put it in the middle. Zedo is going to get the clear on that. King-Kodiak's there. In the corner. Gets it past 1, but he's put it a little bit too high. Oh, no! That actually pinched between Zedo and King-Kodiak there. Oh, that was an interesting passing play between Steak and Kodiak. That was just basically punted straight into King-Kodiak's face. And that's right in front of Envious goal. That's couldn't capitalise on it. King-Kodiak again. trying to do something with it. Frizz now trying to put it in the middle. Zedo gets into the corner. Waffle can't get it past King-Kodiak either. And that's a long shot, but Mount's there to keep it away. Frizz, that's it. Oh, can he get the second touch? Not quite. Zedo able to redirect it. Gorlam's missed it, and there we go. Envious this time are opening the scores with 1-0 with just over 3 minutes to go.
This seems almost crucial, almost detrimental to the playstyle that the Envious Academy squad has. They could have gone for the shot way before there, but they just put it against the backboard, taking out all of the defenders until they are left with an open net, and then they put one in the board. Well weighted by Envious Academy, and that really gives them the edge that they deserve, at least in the second game.
Steak gets that one away from Waffle. All this talk of food. Frizz can't get hold of it. Getting ball out though. Bad landing from him. That's given Mount the opportunity to try and do something with it. Zedo gets the clear. Steak picks that one up. Where's it going to bounce off the corner? Frizz well read where that was going to go. Narrow angle shot. Zedo can't get it home. Well saved by Mount as that now goes back into the corner. Steak tries to get it back under control, and that gets cleared away. Oh, what a shot by Frizz in the air. 2-0, 2:23 left.
Yeah, just look at that. I mean, Steak came out there. Wasn't really his clever idea to do so. He's instead going to be making sure that this play from Envious Academy is going to be set up. But what a finish from Frizz coming in there. What a way to get up 2-0. And as you mentioned, as you're getting a little bit hungry, we're missing the popcorn.
We are missing the popcorn. Off the back ball then, Zedo doesn't do anything with it. We have a lot of boost though. Mount. Oh, Gorlap bundled Mount off of that one. Waffle puts it into the corner. Oh, that's an opportunity now for UNIQUESTARS, not quite. Mount puts it back in the corner. And he went for Zedo, but Steak was there to clear the ball away. Flies along the wall. Steak couldn't get past Waffle, not quite. Getting all out. Doesn't beat Frizz. Mount now gets hold of this one. Can he send it home on his own? Not quite. Steak. Oh, can Zedo get the redirect? Not quite, as Waffle gets up for that one. Gone up with the ground shot, but no such luck past Frizz. Gone up again. To his own goal. That's a little bit dangerous to do, but at that height should be okay. Zedo finds the goal out. Steak! Not quite. Waffle put pace on that lovely passing play by the UNIQUESTARS. Still time to do it, but they are running out of time in this particular game. Zedo gets that one up in the air. Mounts. Oh my goodness me! Solo by Zedo to put it 2-1 with 1:11 left.
Look at that carry coming out from Zedo. He just hits it out there, knows he has to commit at some point, but he saw that the defenders from Envious Academy were not fully back, so he went up there for the solo play. He finishes out. Well played by him. A little bit uncharacteristic though for UNIQUESTARS, who have been team playing so well, but it looks like what gives them the edge so far in the game, well, not quite. They still need one more goal to push it into overtime again. But what gave them a goal here was that individual play. Maybe they need to show that a little bit more. Don't want to win it here.
Waffle gets it past, gets it over Mount, but Steak puts that one to the wall. Oh, Gary Gorlap doesn't get a touch to it, but Steak backed that one up. Make sure Frizz couldn't do anything with it. Gary Gorlap this time picks this one up, gets it past Waffle. And Mount intercepts that one, and Zedo gets bundled off the ball by Waffle. Frizz is there, doesn't get the block. That comes back towards the blue goal, and Frizz can't get into position to get the redirect. Gary Gorlap and Zedo both in that corner. Waffle's there. Gary Gorlap gets clear on it. 20 seconds to go. Easy save by Steak. Frizz is there, he doesn't get a great touch on it, but it is going towards the blue goal. Zedo puts it back in the middle. One last chance then to level the score or increase the lead. Oh, that was a great touch by Frizz. Not quite, can they get it home? That was on the way, but just one more bounce would have got the equaliser. There is your series levelled by the Envious Academy.
Was so close to see that attempt come in from Envious Academy at the end there. That would have been an absolute amazing goal. A sick redirect, as you could say, coming in there. I believe it was Frizz who tried to do that there, just hitting the poles as he hit it a little bit slowly as he would, of course, need to do in order to fake out defenders. But very well played here by Envious Academy in the second game. Looks like as soon as they came up, 2 goals, that gave them the edge that they needed, even though they were, again, outnumbered in shots. 5 shots for them, 8 shots coming in for UNIQUESTARS, but with Envious Academy saving 5 of those, that really clinched it for them. So we're now going to head over to game number 3 of this best of 5. Remember, this is the second semifinals where we're now tied 1-1. Team that wins it takes on 2012 in the grand finals.
Heading towards an open net. And Mount and Waffle do come back for that one. Frizz goes up for it. Sends it back down. Oh, Waffle with a chance there, but didn't quite send that one home. Stake sends that one across the pitch. Zedo goes up for it, gets it past 1. Gorlap gets it past 2. So that was took a long time to come back down. Stake with a shot, Mount with a save. It's not a great clear though. Stake tries to put it back in the middle. Waffle this time with the clear. So it goes back into the blue half. Getty Gorlap tries to do something with it. Waffle. Simple save by Stake. There's a sentence that's going to trip you up a few times. Zedo puts it back in the middle. No one there to back him up though as Waffle gets the clear into the middle. Gorlap with a shot. Good Mount with the save. Stake can't do anything with it either as that goes back into the blue half. Zedo trying to consider his options. Gorlap tried to do something with it. Waffle, not a good touch. Still going towards the goal, but Stake's there to get the clear. Still there. And Gorlap this time gets it to the corner. Mount tries to do something with it, but Zedo clears that one across into the orange half. Frizz puts that one back up in the air. And Mount can't do anything with it with only 12 boost. A lot of pressure coming out. Seems to mainly be on UNIQUESTARS. Oh, that was a dangerous hit. And Zedo this time gets the clear on that one. Frizz keeps the ball blue. 3.5 done, and still scoreless.
It is still very close in this series, though. We've seen both of the teams mounting an offensive pressure, even though Envious Academy has done this twice now. But all in all, both defensive sides have really been able to close it up for now, at least. To see an opportunity come in from Zedo with that pass on to Gary Golap, who almost finishes it off there. But as soon as this attack will die out from the side, as I should see a clear coming in. No, what?
Well.
That was not a clear.
So Gary Gorlap gets that one. Lovely setup for Stake. And Frizz went for it. And Waffle just was not expecting Frizz to miss it. 3 minutes done. 3 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for Envious Academy to do something about it.
I don't think we were expecting that one either.
No.
I definitely wasn't.
No, indeed. Could be another opportunity for Envious, but Gary Gorlap gets that one away. Now an opportunity, lovely. Well. One-man effort from Gary Gorlap.
What I'm more interested about is, look at Zedo here. He just bumps away the defender Waffle here. Just blocks him that little bit, allowing Gary to make that play himself. That is 2-0 now for UNIQUESTARS. And it looks like a little bit of solo plays, although followed by some good teamwork effort, though. And with a little bit of bumps, they seem to be taking the slight lead here over Envious Academy.
Envious slow it down now with the passing play up in the air. State's going to put that one to the corner. He bounces it off to Zedo. Oh, a little bit of panic there by UNIQUESTARS, but still just about got possession of it as it comes back into their own corner. Frizz puts that one back in the middle. Trying to find Mount, but Gary Gorlap gets there first. Stake puts that one back to the wall. Waffle bodies that one. Now coming back towards the blue goal. Too narrow. And the passing play this time coming off. 2-1. 2:12 left.
I think I also saw a bump there coming in from Envious Academy. I'm not sure which of the players it was, but eventually Frizz was set up there right in front of the net. He just had to hit a little bit over to his right in order to make that hit the back of the net, and it did. So we are in a 1-goal deficit that Envious Academy is still facing for now, but they've got 2 minutes to work with, and he almost got the opportunity there with Waffle.
Physical play now coming out strong as the demos are popping off everywhere. Still in the blue half though. Stake trying to do something with it in the air. Gets it past Waffle. Zedo waiting for that one as Stake lands on top of Zedo. Way too much pace on that as it comes across the goal and into the opposite corner. Zedo, oops. Zedo and Stake both went for it. Zedo's taken out of the play. Stake doing his best to keep the momentum going. So Comes back into the blue half then. Frizz lands on top of Steak. Frizz puts it back in the middle. Mount didn't go for it, interestingly. There was a lot of players around it and decided not to go. Steak gets hold of that one. Mount does get a redirect on it. Slightly too wide. Frizz. Not sure what Frizz was going for there. It was just a big hesitation. Bit of a breakdown in communication there from the Envious squad. But the pressure is still on Unique Stars at the moment. King-Kodiak gets up for that one. That's going to go back in the middle. Can it drop? Not quite. Zedo sends that one to the wall. And Frizz gets hold of this one this time. Zedo gets it down to the corner. Mount's gone up in the air. That's going to go off the backboard. Who's there to back it up? Waffle. Oh, what a fake. But King-Kodiak does manage to get the save. And there's another fake by Steak. Very nicely done. That's a well done Steak. Ha ha! Oh dear, I'll kill myself now.
Wow, it looks like I'm not the only one making puns tonight.
Yeah, but yours was far better than mine. Mounts.
I'll take that credit.
Zedo keeps it going. And off the backboard. Now an opportunity. Well saved by Waffle. Frizz off the wall. Can he do anything with it? King-Kodiak sees to it. Mount can't get the redirect he needs. I came at him a little bit too quick. Quicker than he was liking. And King-Kodiak missed this one. Zedo. Someone up in the air. It's going to be a last-ditch effort from Envious Academy to try and level that up. Still in the air though. They could still do it. And that's going to hit the ground. And round 2 to Unique Stars. Round 3, I beg your pardon, to Unique Stars.
Again, almost in the final seconds, we saw a crazy goal attempt come in, this time from King-Kodiak. I mean, look at that. He tried to drop it there. If there hadn't been a defender there, it would actually have gone in. That would have been a sick angle from Unique Stars this time. But well played to them in this half. I mean, again, they outnumber the opposite team in shots, even though just by 1, 8-7. But look at the saves that Envious Academy had to make. Unique Stars only had to make 3 saves out of the 7 shots that Envious Academy made, but of the 8 shots that they made, 6 of them had to be saved, and the other 2 obviously went in back of the net. So accuracy does seem to be on point for Unique Stars at this point. The only thing that they need to do is try and carry it on, which hopefully will lead them into the grand finals, which will of course be played and streamed later on, but we're not quite there yet. We'll now be moving over to game number 4. As you know, Unique Stars leads 2-1. They're only 1 game away from making it there. And Envious Academy has to win both game 4 and 5 in order to prevent that.
Indeed. Match point then for Unique Stars. We head into game number 4. Right. Let's get this underway. Who is going to our grand final this evening? Let's see. Wind them up and let them go! Mount sends that one along the halfway line, straight up in the air. And Waffle's going to get behind that one. Sent to the wall. Zedo is there waiting for it. Waffle pinches that one against the ground. Mount trying to do something with it. Frizz now backing that one up. Stakes there. And sends that one away. Zedo picks that one up. Waffle tries to intercept that one from King-Kodiak. No such luck. Mount sees that one from across the pit. Zedo puts that one up in the air. Waffle down to the ground. Frizz is there, tries to fake past Steak. Oh no, I'm not following that one through either. Oh, Frizz actually got a great kill on that one, but there was no one there from Envious to follow that through. Steak tried to carry that one, but was not allowed. There's King-Kodiak. Sends one back up in the air. Frizz now with a shot, but Zedo gets the save on that one. Keeps the momentum going, back into the middle. Oh, just wide. Great effort by Mount, but a little bit too wide as our first minute goes past with no goals on the ball.
Both the teams are trying to find where they can really apply the pressure here in order to make the first goal of the match. So far, Unique Stars has been a little bit better at that, even though Team Envious Academy is not giving up for that. Look at that shot coming in that Steak has to save at the late moment there. Definitely not a fake from Steak this time.
King-Kodiak doesn't quite get a touch on it. Mount. Oh, slightly too wide, and Waffle can't get the angle from there. King-Kodiak carries that one away. Mount is chasing it back. Frizz is there. Oh, that's not a good clear. Opportunity from Zedo, but well recovered by Waffle to keep that one away. Steak now getting that one towards the Envious goal, but Mount gets that out of reach. Waffle Gets the proper clear on that one. Onto the wall, but Gary Gorlap returns it. No one following that one. Oh, just as I say that, Steak tried to put it in the middle, but Mount again with a save. Gets that one away. Put back in front of the orange goal. Gary Gorlap puts too much angle on that one and sends it to the corner. Zeta keeps it up in the air. Waffle with the breakaway. Doesn't go towards the goal though. Gary Gorlap puts it back into the corner. Chasing it along the wall. Mount gets it off the wall. Frizz try to do something with it. Zeto keeps it going towards the orange half rather. Steak doesn't get a touch on it. Waffle now also doesn't get the touch. Zeto finds Steak. Opportunity for Gary Gorlap. He actually fakes it, but it doesn't quite go. Waffle gets the clear. Zeto though keeping this one live. Steak going up for it, but realises he has to bail on it. Gary Gorlap off the corner though, but Mount's waiting for it. Ooh, opportunity, and Steak well read to get that one saved. And oh, what a beautiful demo by Gary Gorlap on Waffle to make that one a 1-0 game.
Yeah, look at the players. Steak set himself well up there, and with Gary doing some defensive mayhem there, knocking out one of the defenders, leaving only one in net, who wasn't really in a position to try and save that. Now we just have a little over 2 minutes on the clock, and with this result that we currently have, UNIQUESTARS would force them way up all the way into the grand finals played later on. All that stands in their way are 2 minutes left of play, in which team Envious Academy will have something to say about that, and there they do. There it is.
Zeto tried his best to keep that one out, so that came off the backboard. Zeto does get in position. Oh, it just pits between him and Gary Gorlap. Oh, what a shame. 1-0, still time for both sides to do something about it, and away we go. There's the orange half. Mount waits for it. Frizz gets that one back into the blue half. Zeto returns it. No one there though from UNIQUESTARS to back that one out. Gary. Oh, that was a good shot by Gary Gorlap. Mount gets that one back into the blue half. Steak sends that one back down. Gorlap tries to find Zeto, which he does. Off the wall. Mount doesn't get any real momentum on that one, so return back into the orange half. Frizz. Only finds Steak. Not a good clear though. Opportunity by Envious. And that doesn't come off though. A little bit too much angle on that. Zeto back in the middle. I would have been stunned if that had gone, because he would have beaten all three defenders. With only a minute to go.
Sick attempt.
1 minute, 1-all's the score. Are we going to see overtime again? Gorlap gets that one off the wall. And Mount went in for it, but doesn't get. Waffle got the save on it. It's going to come back down in the middle. Mount into the wall. Steak sends it down. Waffle gets a great long clear. Zeto's going to have to get on the receiving end of it, which he does. And Waffle sent that one too high. Oh, panic now by UNIQUESTARS. This could be Envious. Oh no, too high. That was a great opportunity by Envious Academy, but unfortunately they blew it. They put too much altitude on that. And now they're going to have to cycle back for the defence, which they do. Can Waffle do anything about it? No, Zeto gets the clear. Now the play is ramping up with only 13 seconds to go. There was a shot, but too narrow. Oh, and again, the Frizz, if he'd nudged Steak or Zeto out of the way, that would have been a goal. It's well and good me saying that, the benefit of hindsight, etc. But he was stood right there, the goalie was right in front of him, and he was watching the ball instead. Overtime then in this match point for UNIQUESTARS.
Thanks, Captain.
Officer Obvious strikes again. Mouse.
Definitely does, but yeah, what we see so far, I mean, I think it's really UNIQUESTARS not really being able to close it down, because Envious Academy, they're just applying so much work into making a goal there. I mean, look at the shots as well. They have 7 against the 8 of UNIQUESTARS, which are exactly the same stats, at least shot-wise, as for the last game. But it feels like Envious Academy is able to apply more pressure, but somehow is not able to convert that into more goals. Or more shots.
We're just seeing a bit of ping-pong play now going between the two sides. Tries to get one past Gary Gorlap, who's standing straight up in the air. Steak gets a backflip for some reason. Waffle puts it to the wall. Now a charge by Envious. Again, a mistake there by Waffle. And a shot by Mount, but too narrow. It's been put in the middle again. We're seeing lots of failed backflips for some reason. Frizz gets a demo on stake. Mount with a shot. Oh, Zedo just managing to get behind that one. Now Zedo with a counter attack, but Frizz took pay to that. That goes go. Mounts off the corner. And that's killed in the corner as well because of stake. Well blocked by Frizz. Now an opportunity for Envious. Mount puts it in the middle. Finds Waffle, but he's put it up in the air. And that's slowed it right down enough for Unique Stars to get that one away. Frizz now comes in. Bounces it off of Zedo, getting Gorlap's going to have to do something with it. And all of the Envious players bailed on it. Now they're going to try and push forward again. Zedo. There's that one past Mount. That one comes across the goal. Waffle. Gets it past Stake. Can he finish this one off? Into the middle. Well defended by Gary Gorlap. He gets it back in the middle. Nearly 2 minutes done. And still nothing to seal the overtime.
What we are seeing so far, though, is some great close play here in this Gfinity Cup for Rocket League. What I'm really...
Oh, there it is.
I was about to say what I'm really wanting is a game number 5, and as I'm about to say that, look at what Frizz does. A beautiful goal. Absolutely stunning from him. And Envious Academy closes it off in style for now because they bring it to a 5th and final game, the decisive match, in order to find out which of these two teams will make it to the grand finals. Who's to say? Who do you think is going to take it, King-Kodiak? No, you're not good at predicting, but
well, yeah, 'cause I have a great record in this.
We'll see if we can break it.
You've got to say that when Unique Stars all come together, when the stars align, Unique Stars do seem to be the better squad. So I'm gonna bet blue.
All right, and I'll take orange. Let's see what
Why
happens.
not?
Or if you're always wrong, I'll be right.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Sorry,
We'll
Getty.
see how it goes.
I've been trying to get your name right all day. Steak tries to get that one out of the air. This will be the revenge for the bad steak pun earlier.
Could be. Well, at least you're getting better at pronouncing Gary's name, so that's good.
Well, practice makes perfect, as they say. Bounces off of Frizz. That's going to go down to Steak. Mount puts that one in the middle, but no one there from Envious to back that up. There's a Getty Gorlap. Gets that one into the wall. Frizz body blocks that. Still going towards the orange half. Waffle. Only finds Zedo. Proceeding. Steak gets some momentum on it, but an easy clear by Frizz. Steak still trying to do something with it. Frizz still with possession. Getty gets it past 2. Doesn't really get it past Mount, though. Could be a setup by Steak, though. Still dangerous for Envious. They've got to do something with it, and they do. They get that one past Steak, and the rest of the blue players are away. Passing play between the Envious players. Mount and Frizz that were trying to do something with it. It's still dangerous for blue. Now gets cleared away. Frizz into the blue half. Can he solo this one? Not quite. Steak pings that one away. Oh, what a play! What a play by Steak!
It is so well placed as well. Look at that. He just sets it up for himself, beats out the defender, and he hits the post a little bit there in order to still hit it in. And I'm not sure, but I think we have a special word for hitting it in from your own side, don't we, King-Kodiak?
That is a downtown goal. Absolutely. I missed the opportunity to actually do that. Getty Gorlap goes up for that one. Bounces off the back wall. Steak is there. Oh, Frizz had to react pretty quick to that. Now this is going to be a breakaway goal. It's going to go. Not quite. Great defensive play by Getty Gorlap. Zedo trying to do something with it. Now all the pressure on the blue players. Steak gets that one to the corner. Matt isn't lying and waiting for it. Zedo doesn't get it past him, though. Steak does. Zedo keeps the momentum going for blue. Can Getty Gorlap finish it? Yes, he does. Open net. 2-0 to Unique Stars.
This pass from Zedo is absolutely a work of beauty. Look at that. Fakes out 2 of the defenders with that and sets up Gary in order for him to make the second goal for them in this Game 5. Absolutely stunning play by Unique Stars so far. And if they continue like this, they really do deserve it. And they'll actually prove you right.
No, we can't have that. Can't have me being proven right or something. No. Right, moving on. Frizz trying to get that one off the wall. Oh, is this another one? Getting all up. Lovely touch, but Frizz has sent that one into the corner. Steak gets it back into the middle. Getting all up's gone up for it, but gets defeated by Waffle. Mount gets it into the blue half. Zedo's there waiting for it. Gets past Mount, but gets demoed. Frizz. Shot! Not quite. King-Kodiak gets it past Waffle. Can he finish it? What a solo play, but he can't get the turn. What a shame. That was such a great solo play, but King-Kodiak doesn't quite come off. I bet he's furious on that one, because that would have been beautiful if that had gone.
He played out all of the defenders. He only had to roll it into the goal, but then hits it and it makes it go wide. Oh no, Gary, what did you do? That should have been a goal. That would have been a sick one too.
Zedo tries to do something with it, but Frizz gets the save yet. Steak, can he solo that one home? Not quite. Mount gets the save on that one. Back into the blue half. Zedo puts it in the middle, but Mount and Waffle are waiting for that. Mount retreats with boost. Puts it in the middle. Frizz. It's going to be too high. Who's going to back that one up? Mount's there. Still dangerous for UNIQUESTARS. Oh, an opportunity for Mount, but Steak has actually put that one aside. Zedo. Oh, Waffle's there. He's got the block. Still got hold of it. Damn, that is no pace to... Oh, no. Shot by Frizz, but too narrow. And bounces it off the post. Goodness me. Envious seemed to... Everything that Envious does, it does seem in this particular game, the UNIQUESTARS has got an answer for them.
It certainly does. I mean, even though that, well, UNIQUESTARS have stepped up the pace, but the team play that we see from Envious Academy 2 is just so good, and even with those 2 demolitions coming in, UNIQUESTARS was just able to hold on. As you said earlier, they seem to have an answer, really, for pretty much anything at this point.
Oh, Zedo, great shot, but a little bit off course. Frizz is now the one trying to solo past everybody, but doesn't quite come off. Now another opportunity by UNIQUESTARS. Goes a little bit too high. Waffle, does he find Mount? Mount doesn't touch it. And that's bouncing off of Steak and King-Kodiak. And Waffle puts that one too high. Mount gets that one back into the middle. Zedo puts it into the corner. Frizz off the wall. Now Envious will need a goal every 10 seconds to level the series. To force overtime, rather. They're already level in the series. 10 seconds. It's not looking good for the Envious Academy players. And King-Kodiak gets hold of it, and that is done. Your finalists for tonight. And Frizz has already bailed, leaving Waffle and... I love the fact he's bailed before the balls even hit the ground. Well, there we go. UNIQUESTARS. To be fair, you said it earlier, the way they've played, they did deserve it. They were the stronger team, particularly in that last game. Everything just aligned, and UNIQUESTARS pushed through to the final.
Yeah, they just played that absolutely well here. Not only on defense, but mainly on offense. It just was a little bit more solid. And where Envious Academy was just not able to put the hammer down, just not able to put in the back of the net, it was UNIQUESTARS doing definitely the opposite of that and clinching the victory here, which means that they will be turning up in the grand finals in a bit against 2012. You remember that lineup of Stocky, Killer Number 7, and Heavy, who just defeated a small team, Gale Force Esports. Have you heard of them, maybe?
Yeah, well, they've been around for a little while. They've done a few things here and there, European champions or what have you. We'll get this best of seven final setup for you. We'll be back as soon as we can. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be good. So here it is then, the grand final for this evening. It is 2012 versus UNIQUESTARS in this best of 7. And with the way these teams played, it really could go either way.
Yeah, and with us being thrown back to 2012, it looks like we have ended up in the prequel of Rocket League, so to say. Not sure if all those players were around back then. Do you know if any of them are veterans?
I don't know. I wasn't in the BC era. I was fairly early in the Rocket League scene, but not in a professional sense. So, yeah, I don't know off the top of my head who are the SART BC vets.
Neither do I, so don't worry about it.
The info has been sent to our players. They should be joining us here in Manfield for the final series of the night.
It's still dark here in Manfield too.
It is. It's amazing how the weather changes. Sometimes it's stormy, sometimes the sun just magically appears. But
yeah, sometimes a player just makes a call, hey, let it be night, and it suddenly turns night.
What is your thinking? Which way is this one going to go, Mr. Myth?
That would be a tough one to call, especially after I just lost the bet earlier on against you. If we look at the player numbers, though, and especially in the semifinals too, at least how 2012 was able to take down the Gale Force Esports, they should have that extra momentum, which could give them the victory. But that little bit of team play, sometimes a bit of nasty play coming in too from the players. Well, that fits for his name at least. But who's to say? It will definitely not be a whitewash. If I had to call it, I'd say 4-2 for 2012. Or 2.5 juicy kits, rather.
Well, we will see. We will see. Kill number 7 finds Heavy. Oh, that bounces between Zedo and Gedegorla. Kill number 7 trying to wrap that one on the wall, but Zedo not having any of that. Stocky tried to solo that one, but doesn't get the angle he needs. Killer number 7 puts it back in the middle. Oh, well saved by Stake there. Heavy coming in for the shot. And well saved by Stake. Oh no, that's not a good touch by Stake though. Simple passing play then for 2012 to make it 1-0 with just over 30 seconds gone.
And there we actually have one of the veterans from the prequel of Rocket League coming in. Killer number 7 who managed to finish that off. Thanks to the chat for filling us in with that info. But already we see 2012 applying a little bit more pressure than UNIQUESTARS would like to see, would like to do themselves too. And they'll definitely need to change that in the remainder of this match, even though we're only 45 seconds in. But they're being brought back a lot in Orange Half. But
yeah, with who I think is going to win this one. Oh, another error by Zedo. Exactly the same error that Stake just did. Before we actually started this, I was thinking that with the way that 2012 managed to take the play to Gale Force, I think the advantage is with them if they play to the same standard that they did in that particular series. So I think it's going to be. I think we're going to go to Game 7 now. I'm going to go 4-3 2012. You're 4-2. Oh, that was close by killer number 7. Yeah, so that's my prediction. 4-3, but still the same victor.
Alright, we'll see how that turns out. We see a great pass being made from Zedo. It almost lines up for Stake there. Unfortunately, was not there in time in order to finish it off. So see Heavy trying to start a dribble here. Tries to fake out the second defender.
Good effort.
Stake sees that through.
It was a great effort, but well saved by Gedegorla. Stocky tries to get it past 2, but no such luck. Gedegorla gets it down. Heavy. And Stake manages to double back for that. Stocky now off the wall. Killer number 7 with a great shot. Now Heavy coming in, but he bailed. I think he bailed at the right time as he saw Gedegorla going in for that one and realised he wasn't going to beat him to it. Zedo with a block off the backboard though, but no one from UNIQUESTARS able to back that one up. Stocky finds killer number 7, but killer number 7 wasn't quite ready for that receive and doesn't get the touch he needs. Zedo tries to send it back to Gedegorla. Killer number 7 sends it out of the air. Gedegorla now taking it forward off the wall. Intercepts the ball from Heavy. Stake trying to do something with it, but Stocky's now thundered that to the orange half. Sets it up for Heavy, but Heavy was too far forward. Couldn't get the momentum he needed to send that one home. Killer number 7 comes in. That's another setup, but Zedo gets that one away. Heavy keeping all the pressure on the orange shoulders at the moment. Zedo gets a touch, not a great clearance in the middle. And killer number 7, not quite, but can it be finished off by Stocky? Yes, it can! 2-0 with 2:07 to go.
Eventually, the pressure here had to fall. I mean, you saw the pressure mounting over and over again. And there we have the goal finally residing. 2-0 now for 2012 after almost 3 minutes in. But UNIQUESTARS are still keeping it fairly close. They definitely haven't lost a chance here on the comeback.
Certainly not. They are making 2012 work for it. Oh, that was an unusual passing play. But it worked out for Stake. Killer number 7's got hold of it. Stake then gets it out of the air. Killer number 7 bounces off the wall. Can he finish it himself? Not quite. Heavy's going to have to double back for those who've gone over him. Oh, what a touch by Zedo to make it 2-1.
Look at this shot coming in from Zedo. Wins the contest against killer number 7. Hits it just up so high that Heavy completely does not expect that there. And he puts that just behind the line as it bounces. 2-1, still in favor of 2012. And actually now I think of their name, and with the equipment that we have here in Rocket League, I demand that they play their next game with the Back to the Future card.
Good luck with that one. Oh, what a lovely... Oh, no way! Killer number 7's actually managed to get that almost all the way home. What brilliant play. Doesn't quite come off, but stunning solo play. And again, that touch by Zedo, we saw that in the last series of theirs. He just has an amazing touch when he gets that passing play going. His accuracy with those gentle touches, those little lobbing touches, are fabulous. So there, that is keeping 2012 in. Keeping UNIQUESTARS in the game. And killer number 7 again thunders that one to the back of the net. Once again, the passing play coming through for 2012, and that is how they were able to do well in the RLRS, or get to the RLRS, I should say.
A little bit interesting though is why the defenders, both Zedo and Heavy Golab, didn't go for the contest there. They pretty much left it up for grabs for killer number 7, and he of course is not going to make any mistake there. It's now 3-1 in their favor. UNIQUESTARS will have to make an answer quick, otherwise they'll be dropping the first game here, the grand finals.
Into the corner, Stocky picks that one up. So, oh, that's not a good clear though. I think killer number 7 was on the receiving end of it. Zedo's keeping it live, but Heavy puts it back in the middle. Killer number 7 gets that one away. Heavy ball that. Over the breakaway, Zedo actually saved it himself. Off the back ball. Oh no, Heavy's killed it in front of the goal, and Stocky gets the clear on it. King-Kodiak returns it. That's a simple clear for killer number 7. Stake gets it over 1. He doesn't finish the job. Stocky with a Spider-Man clear. And it's going to go to Zedo, but that's pretty much done for the first round. Heavy tries to block that, but there was no need. There wasn't a touch there, and that is round number 1 going to 2012.
2012 indeed here wins the first game of the grand finals that we have here tonight. Remember, this is a best of 7 game, so we're far from done here. This 2012 wins that first game 3-1 over UNIQUESTARS. Again, look at the stats. 8 shots coming in from 2012, but look at killer number 7. 6 shots from him alone. That's the same as the entire shot percentage coming in from UNIQUESTARS, which is 6 in total too. 4 saves against the 3 saves from 2012. Again, something in their favor. It seems like they have been able to put in the pressure a little bit more, and it looks like you... you should have been on the other team. You remember, we called them the 2.5 juicy kids. Maybe with a caster it would be 2.
I'm not the half.
It'll be 2 3/3 maybe.
Yeah.
3/3. That makes no sense. 2 3/4. There we go.
I know I'm big.
That'd actually be half.
Yeah. That's right. Professionalism. Come on. King-Kodiak doesn't get that one out of the air. That's going to go towards the blue goal, but no such luck. Stocky seems determined to send it towards his own goal. Bit of a dangerous play. King-Kodiak gets that one down from the air. Stocky puts that one back in the corner. Zedo, though, gives it too much mustard, and that goes across the corner. And Stake. Oh, can he... Oh, I thought he was going to finish that one, but killer number 7 had other ideas. And Heavy bounces that one off the Stake. He goes now into the orange half. Stocky with a touch, but King-Kodiak was there. Heavy Heavy keeping the pressure on. Gary Goal up again with the touch. Number 7 bounces that one off the wall. Stake puts that up in the air. Stocky doesn't get the touch. Killer number 7 with a lob. Oh, well read by Gary Gorlap. And Stake now carries that one away, but he's lost all the momentum of the ball. Doesn't get it past Stocky though. And that's carried right the way down to the orange half. Gary Gorlap tries to get it out of the air. Heavy. Gary Gorlap. Sorry, Killer number 7. Can't keep hold of that. As Stake. Oh, what a touch by Zedo, but it doesn't quite come off. Oh, well played by Heavy. Killer number 7 gets some pace to it. Stake can't get behind it. What brilliant passing play by 2012.
Yeah, that pass from Heavy over to killer number 7, absolutely stunning. A Stake is just a little bit too late in order to make that final clear. Again, we see a lead come in for, well, the 2.5 Juicy Kids. 2012, we'll just keep repeating that one. As we're in game number 2.
Stocky puts that one up in the air. Killer number 7 off the wall. Stocky again finds killer number 7, but gets intercepted by Zedo. Stake goes up for that one, sends it down. Oh, well recovered by Stocky there. Gary Gorlap's there. Off the corner. Killer number 7, lovely touch. Zedo gets the intercept on that one. Killer number 7 still there. Bounces it off of Stake. Zedo pushes it forward. Bounces off the wall. Stocky now trying to do something with it on the halfway line. Killer number 7 sends it to the wall. Taking his time, and Stocky comes through. Got a better angle to get that one into the orange half. Stocky intercepted by Gary Gorlap. Pitched between Heavy and Zedo. Stake off the wall. Oh, and that was a good block there by Zedo. Finds Gary Gorlap. Oh, tried to do something with it, but Stocky put pay to that idea. Killer number 7 now. Can he solo this one? Puts it right up in the air, off the backboard. Gary Gorlap is there. Goes down again. Killer number 7 hesitated just for that moment, and Stake gets the clear on that one. Heavy. It's going to be too high for Stocky to do anything with. Tried to kill it in front of the net, but Stake got the save on that one. Killer number 7 again, trying to finish that one off. But that's cleared away once again by the Unique Stars. They're having to deal with a hell of a lot of offensive pressure.
Yeah, they really have to deal with a lot of offensive pressure, but so far they're holding on well. Look at that again, the great save coming in from Stake. I just don't know why, but whenever I see Stake's name, I'm so tempted to say Stacks.
I'm sure Stacks wouldn't mind. I'm sure Stacks has been called worse.
Hey, don't trash talk him now.
Oh no, wasn't intending to. Wasn't intending to at all. Along the halfway line, 2-0 with 1:40 to go. This one is in the hands of 2012 at the moment. But I've got to say, Unique Stars doing their best and making work for it. Open net, but Stake does manage to get back for that. Get off the wall. Heavy, intercepted. Still going towards the blue goal though. Getting got up, did get a touch. Killer number 7 gets the save. Stake. Oh, Gary Gordak just couldn't back that one up quick enough. Zedo sends that one up in the air. Stake tried to get a touch on it, but it was not going the way he was expecting. Killer number 7 doesn't get a pass to anyone, as Heavy and Stocky both commit to that. Killer number 7 gets a touch over one. And now goes to the opposite corner, and Zedo picks that one up. Oh, well intercepted by Heavy there. And now Stocky, last man back, he's missed it. But unfortunately, there was no orange players in position to capitalise on that. Goes to the corner, Zedo, look at it. Stake goes up. And it's going to thunder across the other side of the half. Other side of the half? Other side of the pitch, rather. Now goes to the other half. 30 seconds to go. 2 goals and 30 is doable. And there's a prime opportunity with that open net, but no one from Unique Stars able to get in position quick enough. Still trying to do something with it. Zedo gets the clear. Killer number 7 sends that one towards Getty Gorlap. No such luck. And that is pretty much going to tie up this one as well. Up in the air. And that is done. round number 2 to 2012. Now this I didn't expect.
Well, at this point, what we are seeing, I mean, the first game ended 3-1 victory for 2012. Now they win 2-0 again with 2 goals deficit. But what really has been the decisive factor is, I'm tempted to say defense for 2012, even though they only got 1 save. But at the moment when they make clears, mainly Stocky. Stocky's a good player to keep an eye on here. When he makes a clear, he just puts it so far away from the goal that UNIQUESTARS just has no means of still transforming that into a scoring opportunity. And that is really what's keeping UNIQUESTARS off base. We saw Gary try to make a play of his own. He got real far with that and almost made that goal, but they have to figure out how they are going to make goals against this 2012 squad. And they have to do it quick, because in 2 games, they'll be out.
Indeed. So we're just waiting for Stake, or for the timer to run out. Let's say it's going to be the latter. Come on. There we go.
So we are indeed. Players joining in. This will be game number 3 of the best of 7. And as usual, King-Kodiak will take us away.
And away we go. Getting caught up first to the ball. Cleared away by Heavy. Intercepted by Stake then. He's carried down the wall. And Zedda then returns that one to the back ball. Can he do anything with it? He's gone up for it, but not at that angle. Stake! Oh, he made it too direct. Stocky actually gets the clear on that one. Tries to get the one back into the middle. Lovely pinch pass to do so. Killer number 7 tries to kill it. Oh, Heavy tried to back that one up, but couldn't get up quick enough. Stocky gets that one away from the goal. Get the goal up. Tried to get that one past killer number 7, but no such luck. Stake. What I'm also noticing is a lot of UNIQUESTARS played are going to either no one or going to their opposition. There's not a lot of successful passing play going on from the orange side at the moment.
Well, at one point in this half, at least, when they did have successful play, here again, and they tried to make the fake there. Should have rather gone for the actual contest, but what I already mentioned in the break, you saw that clear coming in from Stocky earlier on. Those clears are really what is helping 2012 winning the series, and just making sure that they are not conceding goals, and they do score goals here with killer number 7. Again, the setup coming from Stocky, and then killer number 7 finish it off. Look at that, the pass is perfect, the shot as well, and they're back in the lead.
I believe that's 10 goals this series that killer number 7 has scored alone. Pretty sure, because he did 6 in the first, 3 in the second, I think. And that makes goal number 10. That's a pretty damn good scoring rate in, obviously, the 3rd match of the series. Back into the middle. Oh, Heavy! This time getting his name on the board. How? What on earth happened here? Oh, all of the orange players in the corner.
Yeah, indeed. UNIQUESTARS caught up a little bit in the corner, but it was that little pass that we saw coming in. I think it was from killer number 7, was able to set up Heavy there, and at some point, UNIQUESTARS will not have an answer to it anymore. Again, if they had made a little bit of a more solid clear, the type of clears that we do see from 2012, this would not have happened, but you've got to make them. You've got to possess that ability. And for now, UNIQUESTARS seems to struggle with that a little bit.
Not really adjusting their playstyle a great deal to try and do something about the pressure that 2012 is putting on top of them. The UNIQUESTARS seem to be sticking to the play that's got them this far, which has worked, don't get me wrong, and they've done very well. But 2012 have already got that play sus. They need to do something to break that offensive pressure. Oh, that was a bit of a defensive mistake, but it does get to the corner at least. Oh, what a lovely touch, slightly too wide. I think, and that's where UNIQUESTARS need to be starting to get maybe a bit more demos. Sort of the passing play that we've mentioned before, they need to be doing something different. Not sticking to the tried and tested formula that just isn't working for them at the moment.
Yeah, they should indeed try something else. What that would be, that'll be for everyone's guess, really. But at this point, I think if they can make a fast counter, or if Gary can make a solo play here, fortunately it doesn't work out for him, they would have been able to get something started. But they just aren't really able to transfer it into a proper scoring opportunity. They do get a lot of ball possession. On defense, they hold on fairly well too, but
Oh!
at some point, it doesn't matter anymore how many goals you concede. You'll still lose it, but again, a beauty in between. But the pass from
Look
Stocky
at
again.
that!
Oh my word.
So I didn't mean to interrupt your flow there at all, Myth, but that was stunning by Stocky. How he was able to position himself to kill the ball right in front of the goal like that for killer number 7 to finish off was beautiful. Okay,
There's another one.
Stocky getting his name on the scoreboard now.
Yeah, at this point, 2012 is just breaking through and ripping apart that defense that's still standing from UNIQUESTARS. They have figured out UNIQUESTARS pretty much from the start already. I mean, so far, we're in game number 3. We have played 13 minutes of Rocket League, and in those 13 minutes, UNIQUESTARS was only successful at the goal once. That was in game number 1.
Yeah.
They have been scoreless for at least 8 minutes, if not more. And that is really not good for them. And yeah, with now the goals also falling in pretty much like pebbles touching the water if kids are getting near a river. But yeah, they have to figure out something. Otherwise, it could even end quick.
Well, we'll see. Reverse sweeps have happened. We'll see. I mean, they're going to have to change something and change something pretty damn drastically. Not necessarily quickly, although that would help, but they just need to do something very drastically different to get through this pretty strong 2012 squad. Zed picks that one up. Doesn't get it past killer number 7. It's going to go dangerously close to the orange goal again. There we go, that picks that one up. Intercepted by Stocky. Clutch save by Stake. Killer number 7 runs that one around the wall. And that's put in the corner. Yet again, we see all 3 orange players in that corner. Now they're spreading out a bit. Stake doesn't have any boost to do anything with that. Killer number 7 puts it in the middle. Stocky can't get hold of it. As that goes back to that corner. Stake gets off the wall. Killer number 7 again. What a brilliant read to intercept that. Get it got out. Gets the save. Zedo sends it forward. Stake can't get hold of it though. And I saw what Stocky went for there, but sadly there wasn't a blue player to back up that lovely pass. Get it all out. Nice touch, and that was on target as well, but Heavy denying a goal for UNIQUESTARS. And then game number 3 is done for all intents and purposes. And again, this offensive pressure that UNIQUESTARS are able to get out, 2012 already have an answer to it. And there it is, there is game number 3 in a very commanding fashion.
Very commanding fashion indeed. I mean, look at that, 4-0 for 2012. But what I did notice later on in this game at least is that if you see a contest happening, or a 50-50 rather, 2012 is winning 7 in 10 of those, if not more. And that does really help in order to transfer a possible offensive for them, but it also kills a possible offense from UNIQUESTARS. And that could also be why they've been scoreless for over 10 minutes now. They have to change it up now because it is do or die for them. They are down 3-0 in this best of 7 grand finals, which means that 2012 is only 1 game away from winning it.
Let's see what happens then. As Stocky sends that one forward, Cody Gorlap's going to get that one off the wall. Heavy intercepts that. Straightforward clear for Zedo, but that's returned straight back by Stocky. And they're trying to get it past the blue players with no such luck as that dies right in front of Stocky. Runs that one around the wall. Okay, finishes it himself. He didn't need the passing play. Who did that bounce off of?
I'm not sure. Let's take a look at... Yeah, Stocky was...
Oh, it was as well. Killer didn't actually... Killer was there to finish it off, but that actually came off of Stake. That was a bit of a shame. 32 seconds and a goal on the board already. Let's hope that... I mean, they really did tilt quite a lot in the last game. Let's hope that they're able to collect themselves, because we've seen how good UNIQUESTARS can be. But this 2012 squad has really outplayed. Oh, lovely attempt there by Stocky. Just a little bit too much momentum to try and correct his trajectory in the air. Heavy. Doesn't get the angle he needs. Gary actually bundles Zedo out of the way. Heavy gets the intercept out of the air. Finds Killer. Stocky's going up for that. Oh, who put that one home?
That was an own goal.
That was Gary, wasn't it?
But look at the pass from killer number 7 coming in there. It was a beautiful pass, and Stocky was already waiting. And
that was a pinch, actually, Gary and Zedo. Oh no!
It's definitely not helping them here because they're only in a minute and 11 seconds, already down 2-0. This is a doomsday scenario for UNIQUESTARS. They've only been able to score once so far in the series, and in order to bring it to overtime, they have to double that.
Well, maybe they were thinking, well, no, we have scored. It was just in our own net. It was easier for us to do that way.
People that get the confidence now to score it, or to make another own goal, maybe.
You will not. You are denied. Mine. Gary Gordup trying to get that one away from Stocky. No such luck. Zedo puts that one through the wall. Killer. Ooh, Killer actually kills it. Stocky, that's gone towards their own goal. This now could be an opportunity for UNIQUESTARS, but carried away by Stocky. Gary Gorlap gets the pressure straight back on Blues. Oh, great effort there by Stocky to get some more momentum on it. Stake and Zedo actually double committing to that. Maybe they're feeling now they have to throw absolutely everything at the ball to try and get it through the 22-hour defence, which I can understand the thinking. That, of course, cripples the defence. Stocky puts it in the middle, heavy. Unfortunately, he played that straight to Gary Gorlap. Killer number 7's gone up for it. Oh, well played by Zedo to get back in time. Stocky can't get hold of that one. Gary Gorlap's carried it all the way downfield. Heavy does get back for that, and Stake actually jumps out of the way of it. Not quite what he meant to do. Zedo now gets it past Killer. Stocky, though, puts it back up in the air. Gary can't get hold of that one. And Zedo gets a clear on that, but Heavy's going to pick this one up. Nope, Zedo puts it to the wall. Good to go, but Killer number 7 intercepts that, and that goes now to the opposite corner. Still Killer number 7. Zedo now with a touch. Good forwards, gets it past Heavy. But Stocky's going to intercept that. Stake off the wall. Crossfield, Zedo now. That's out of the corner. Yeah, we go! Gary Gorlap scores in the correct net for 2-1.
The curse has been lifted, and the goal finally goes in after Zedo makes the pass here. But what I was seeing here earlier on is that I think Zedo was the one who has figured out a little bit as to how they should tackle 2012 here, even though we're already in Game 4. If you make a few quick hits, you will actually manage to fake out or confuse the 2012 squad. I think confuse would be the better word here. He's gotten a defensive win earlier on with that, almost a transfer into the offense there, and then eventually, of course, with the pass, setting up Kehegola with the goal for him. They're still in this game. Gary
leveler!
Another goal from him!
And here's the passing play we haven't seen all series long. Zedo off the backboard, and Gary, well positioned, gets past all three of them. That was very well played by UNIQUESTARS.
Yeah, that pass from Zedo was an absolute work of beauty. I mean, look at that. He went a little bit backwards with that. He set up Gary, again, perfectly, as he was able to do with the previous goal, and all of a sudden, UNIQUESTARS is back in this game. As we said earlier on, they needed to double the amount of goals they were able to make in Game 1, 2, and 3, and they have done so. And with a minute left with a tie.
Killer number 7 had a perfect opportunity on an open orange net there. He just got it a little bit too cocky. He just waited that little bit too long. I think he was hoping just to dribble it home, but I think it was Gary actually managed to get back for that Stake with a shot that's cleared away by Stocky. Gary go up again. It's in the middle. Zedo. Oh, well blocked, but well kept forward by Zedo as well. Stake just to get hold of that one. And that gets intercepted. Killer number 7 can't get hold of it. That goes right into the blue half. Zedo gets away from Stocky. Now Killer number 7 tries to do something with it. They're still going towards the orange half. And Gary Gorlap took his time with it. Went to 50-50 from Heavy. Zedo gets hold of it now. Killer number 7 interrupts it. And we could be seeing overtime here. Stake can't get hold of it. Gary Gorlap. Could this be the buzzer beater? It is! Gary Gorlap has come alive! in this game number 4 and gets the lead for Unique Stars.
The hat trick from Gary Golab secures it here in game number 4, and they are not done fighting yet. They put in the 3rd goal in this game. They have the lead, only a few seconds remaining. It looks like we'll be going to game number 5. Well fought by Unique Stars, and a great comeback from them too. Classical number 7 saw something to say about that. Don't do it. Don't do it here. It's gonna hit the ground. It's gonna hit the
there
ground.
There it is.
Gary hits it first, and we are going to game number 5. What a way to end this series. This game, at least.
What a way to come alive, Gary Gorlap. 4 shots and 3 goals. Absolutely stunning. He got more shots alone than 2012 did that entire match.
Well, it is what you need to do at some point, and he stepped up when it was most needed. He keeps Unique Stars in this grand finals, but remember, they're still down 3-1, so in order to win, they'll not only have to win game 5 and game 6, but also game 7 if they want to make a reverse sweep. Of course, that's a bit early to call now, as up until this game at least, we have seen that 2012 has been a little bit better overall if you compare the two teams, but their Heavy should have made the first goal of this game 5.
Yeah, he should have done, really. Let's see if... Ooh, that's not a good touch by Stocky. Oh, well recovered there by Heavy. Let's see if 2012 can avoid the dreaded tilt. It happens to the best of them, and it can happen just after... if one match doesn't go your way, it can be enough to tilt your team for your opposition to then capitalise. Gary Gorlap can't get hold of that one as that goes back across into the orange half. Killer number 7 demos Stake at the same time as Gary Gorlap demos one of the blue team as well. Didn't see who. Gary Gorlap, lovely passing play. Can he finish it off? What a passing play between Gary Gorlap and Zedo. Unique Stars are alive.
As you say, the man has come alive. The man, the myth, the legend. Gary Gorlap comes in there and makes the 4th goal, I believe, in the grand finals, as Unique Stars so far has only made 5, so he's been putting in tremendous effort, and yeah, after game 4, the man surely is alive. What a way to do it.
Was there another one? Oh, Stocky had to work hard to get that one. It was a great pinch between Gary Gorlap and Stake there. Stocky, great solo play there, but Stake manages to get a clear on that. Gorlap, there's that one into the blue half. Number 7 picks this one up. It really was the killer number 7 show for the first 3 matches, and now that focus has most certainly switched on to Gary Gorlap at the moment. We'll see if he's able to hold on to the spotlight and see his team through. And yeah, Gary Gorlap tried to get a touch on that one. Didn't quite come off. Killer number 7 now. Oh, tried to solo that past Stake, but Stake wasn't having any of it. Heavy puts it to the ball. Stocky now coming through. Tries to set up a passing play, but that falls straight to Gary Gorlap. Stake trying to do something with it, but that gets pinched. Zedo now. Puts it past Stocky. Gary Gorlap again. This could be another opportunity, but Zedo couldn't get there in time. Does get the kill on it. Killer number 7 sends that one into the orange half. It's going to drop in front of the goal. Oh, it was a miss from killer number 7. Prime opportunity to level up, and he's missed it.
And so far in this game number 5, we have seen 2 scoring opportunities that 2012 should have made. Instead, was not able to finish off, and that's why they're now facing that 1-goal deficit. Of course, it's only 1-0 as we're halfway through, but it should have been far more up. And what a save from Zedo there to make sure that the ball just does not cross that line. And we may have a game at our hands here.
Indeed, indeed. Zedo picks that one up. Oh, that's not good. Killer number 7. Ow, what a mistake. Set up killer number 7 to an empty net. Oh, Zedo's going to be kicking himself for that one.
Yeah, we just mentioned a few mistakes had been made earlier on. They were not penalized by 2012, and now kill number 7. As they say, 3 makes 1 right. And they definitely do here. It is 1-1 in game number 5, and they are back in the series. If they want to win it, no, it's still in. And of course, who else than Gary has to finish it? But Steak could have gotten it in there, but instead, it's Gary making his 5th. And that's only in 2 games that he made them.
That blue net was open for so long. Why did 2012 panic so much? Still plenty of time in this match, but that is what they did, and King-Kodiak yet again capitalizing on that. Wow. Great fake by Stocky, but can't see that one through. Number 7 sends that one to the corner. King-Kodiak gets the kill on that. Goes across to the opposite corner. Heavy. Doesn't get it past Stake. Now another opportunity for Unique Stars, but gets that bundle back into the corner. Stocky, dangerous clear, but was able to capitalise on it. Heavy puts it up into the air. Stocky sends it forward. Heavy again. No, it doesn't get the touch he needs. And that goes wide into the corner. Stake now picks this one up. Gets intercepted by Heavy. Zeta. Someone forward. Killer number 7 tries to intercept it, but King-Kodiak is there once again. In the middle. Stocky intercepts it. Comes and Stocky demos Stake. Demos all well and good, but you have to be able to capitalise on the power play it creates. And number 7 demos Zeta as well. Heavy goes up for it. It's going to go off the backboard. He's hit the ceiling. Put off his trajectory a little bit. King-Kodiak sends it forward. Still going. Stocky was trying to get the block. Oh no, Stake couldn't get there quick enough to capitalise on that and make the goal. Heavy tries to dribble that forward, but Zedo says no thank you. That now goes up into the air. 30 seconds to go. Still a 1-goal game. Stocky gets the save, but still there. Well saved again by Stocky. Now Heavy goes up for it to block Zedo. Still dangerous now for 2012. They've got to do something, and they've got to do something quickly. Otherwise, this will be one step closer for Unique Stars. What a shot by Stake this time into the top left corner.
It looks like all of a sudden all of the players from Unique Stars are stepping up. And yet with 10 seconds remaining, a 2-goal deficit, it looks like we'll be going to a game number 6 and putting Unique Stars a little bit closer to 2012. And it looks like we'll have to take a short break after it, at least, as Harry is requesting. But what have we seen? We have seen Unique Stars able to finish their passing plays and putting them in the back of the net. And we have also seen 2012 crumble a little bit on defense and not so much offensive pressure. I mean, look at the stats. 11 shots from Unique Stars, 5 only from 2012. But 7 saves had to be made by 2012, and that was far lower in all the other matches we've seen so far.
Wow. 7 shots by Stake alone. Well, well, well. What a stunner. Could we be seeing a Game 7? Could we be seeing a reverse sweep? We will see as we head on into game number 6 when our players are ready. Although you said that they wanted a brief moment, and I'm not really surprised considering how the focus has just suddenly switched. You know, 2012 were just running away with this, and it's suddenly, and it's not even been, you know, Unique Stars have just stepped up a little bit to make it that little bit closer. They have steamrolled through to be taking these wins.
Well, yeah, at this point, what has been obvious, although I'm not really sure why they took that break. I assume it was necessary, as Gary called it early, but it might help 2012 a little bit, try and regroup out of the last 2 games that they lost, and were not really themselves all together as where they should have been. Now Stocky wants to prove otherwise, but Zed already intervenes. They have to make sure that they transfer this focus, because otherwise we will go to a 7th and decisive match in these grand finals. I'll prove you right once again.
Twice in one day, twice in one night, surely not.
Should be happening.
That would have been a beautiful passing play by 2012 if that had actually come off in the first few seconds. But as it happened, Unique Stars were able to defend it. Oh, Heavy with a shot too high. Well blocked away by Zedo. And Stocky does cycle back into the defensive position to prevent the goal coming off. But in the middle, Heavy is too far away from that. King-Kodiak He's keeping the block there. Stake sends it into the middle. King-Kodiak gets it past one. Stocky tries to get that under control, and the bad touch by Stocky. Zedo capitalizes 1-0 to Unique Stars.
You saw as soon as Gary took control there that he was going to be able to set one of his teammates up, and yes, Stocky indeed not getting the clear that he should have, and that sets up Zedo instead. Again, a lead that we see for Unique Stars, and at this point, if I were 2012, I would start to get a little bit frightened, because they had the game. They were up 3-0 in the grand finals, and they are risking at this point for the game to be brought back all the way to a draw.
It's now 2012 that's going to have to switch up something, because again they're staying very much with their passing play, which has proven very effective previous to now. And an open net. Yeah, that was a shame. That was a defensive error by Unique Stars. It was a fairly... There's me saying they have to change away from their passing play, and it's the passing play that just scored the goal. King-Kodiak obviously had no boost, went for it, thought he had enough time to keep that ball away, but killer number 7 realised that Gary couldn't get back in time and capitalised. 1-1 with just under 3.5 to go.
Well, this is what we do see. Even though 2012 doesn't seem to be their true selves, at least as they were in game 1, 2, and 3, but give them an opportunity, make a mistake, and they will still make sure that you will be penalized for it. And that is good to see, because it will keep the Unique Stars on edge, because if they do make a mistake, they're done for, at least for this cup.
Stocky puts it to the corner. Heavy gets hold of it. Stocky keeps it up in the air. Heavy's trying to follow that through, but Stake gets the intercept on that. Come down to Stocky. Try and get that through Zedo, but no such luck. Zedo trying to get hold of it. Now all the pressure is now on Orange. Off the backboard, and doesn't get followed through. King-Kodiak gets a long clear on that one. Stake is in the middle. And number 7 puts it up in the air. Zedo's trying to intercept it. That was a good shot. Heavy was there with an easy save. Killer number 7 gets a redirect. Zedo gets the intercept. He only finds Stocky though, stuck him with the shot, but King-Kodiak with the save. Back into the blue half now. Heavy in the middle. Stake finds King-Kodiak. We go in the middle, but Stocky puts it back up in the air. Gary comes back for that one. Heavy now. Stake with a save. Stocky puts it back in the middle. Kill number 7 was there, but so was Zedo. King-Kodiak doesn't get the touch he's after. Now Stocky, could he do something with this? 2v1 doesn't usually go good for the one. Oh, Heavy! Oh, it's on the goal line! Oh, it actually went too Heavy as well. That's got to be the slowest goal in the world.
It was only 25 kilometers an hour, so it surely was a slow goal, but you saw that the pressure was changing a little bit. You saw that 2012 was applying more pressure. The pressure was surely mounting onto Unique Stars, and at some point they had to crack, and that has just happened. 1:35 left for them to change that. They'll have to do it quick. As remember, we said, if they lose this game, they're out.
Oh, good shot by Zedo, but Stocky was there. Up against the wall. Stake finds Gary. Gets it past Heavy. Gary's still got it, but Stocky gets the intercept on it. Zedo keeps the pressure on the Blues. Killer number 7's out of position. Now's opportunity. Zedo. Oh, it's off the post. And Stocky was able to cycle back for that. Stake gets it back towards the middle. Heavy this time gets hold of it. Gary is there, but can't get the intercept on it. Zedo's flying in. Gets the shot. Well cycled in by Stocky. Now Blues having to really fight hard to keep this away. Gone straight up in the air. Gary now gets hold of the boost. Heavy gets that one towards the orange goal, but Zedo gets it off the ball. Killer number 7, what can he do with it? Well read from Zedo there. Stake. And he finds Stocky, but Zedo's going to get hold of that. Heavy off the backboard, but cleared away by Stake. It's going to go towards the blue goal, but Stocky is there, ready and waiting. Less than 30 seconds to go. Heavy sends it towards the orange goal. Zedo gets the clear on it. Can Unique Stars find that formula that's been working so well for the last 2 games? Or will 2012 hang on for the next 10 seconds? Back into the orange half. Stocky Gets it over Gary Gorlap. Gary Gorlap just keeps it away. Zeto, no! Killer number 7 thunders that one home, and that is this series done.
That indeed is. Game, set, and match as killer number 7 nails it in there. But you saw how it was changing. That mistake from, I think it was it Steak? I think it was Steak who was just not able to put that in the back of the net when we had about 40 seconds left. That will cost him dearly now, because it could have put this game into overtime. Unfortunately, that will not happen anymore. We will not see a fourth goal for 2012 either, but it doesn't matter. They win this decisive 6th match 3-1, and just like they won game number 1 3-1, they have also won the series here. 4-2 is the end score. Somehow exactly how I predicted.
You did,
no
just
credit.
the wrong way round. Wow, what I mean, you called 4-2, but the other way round. You called it 4-2 for Unique, I think.
Oh no, I meant 2012.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I can't even remember. It's been, what a final we've had. But now we get a chance to catch our breath. Well done to Stocky, killer number 7 and Heavy, for holding on. And they really did have to hang on, to be fair. That late charge from Unique Stars, primarily headed by Gary Gorlap, was something to behold. 12 shots there from the 2012 team, 8 from Unique Stars. But your final winners then for this evening is 2012, as mentioned. And that is going to bring a close to this evening's cast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us throughout this Friday night. Thank you to Gyro Jam, who has headed off earlier in the evening. And thank you, of course, to Miss Sky for being with me in the box.
Yeah, it was a pleasure being here with you again. Definitely hope to be here next week again with yet another Gfinity Cup. Although if you are from NA, the week's not over yet. We have a Gfinity Cup for NA starting. It is a 2v2 Cup though, but we have one starting in not too much longer. I think it starts, doesn't it start about now? About half an hour maybe?
Not quite. It starts in, I think it's a couple of hours. It's usually around kind of half 1 in the morning GMT. I don't know quite what that relates to in in American timings. So yes, and thank you for Gfinity for hosting this event. As always, they have a whole range of games that you guys can get involved with. Head over to gfinity.net, sign up and get playing. And you may have lunatics like me and Myth Guys shouting at you. But for now, it is a very good night. Thank you for being with us, and we will see you right here for more Rocket League action very, very soon. Thank you very much, and good night.